power, miracle working power. Let your power flow as we worship at your feet. Lord, I'm ready for the fire, chain breaking fire. Let your fire fall, yeah, as we worship at your feet.
Now hear this.
Now hear this.
Mountain moving power. Let your power flow as we worship at your feet. Lord, I'm ready for the fire, destiny changing fire. Let your fire fall, Lord, as we worship at your feet. For you are reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are. Yeah. Reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are.
Lord, I'm ready for the power, miracle working power. Let your power flow as we worship at your feet.
Lord, I'm ready for
the fire, chains breaking fire.
Let your fire fall.
Let your fire fall
as we worship
at your feet. Lord, I'm ready for the power,
wonder working power. Let it fall.
Let your power flow as we worship at your feet.
Lord, I'm ready
for the fire, destiny changing fire.
Let your fire fall.
Let your fire fall as we worship at your feet.
You are
reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are.
You are
reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are.
Lord, you are
reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are. Reliable, dependable, unchangeable, unfailing, faithful, beautiful. That is who you are. That is who you are.
God of vengeance has won my battle for me. God of miracle has won my battle for me.
Serving you up with the freshest gospel vibes.
Has won my battle for me. I'm a winner man. I'm a winner man. He has won my battle for me.
Now hear this.
I'm a winner man. He has won my battle for me. God of vengeance
has won my battle for me.
long ago.
God of miracle has won my battle for me.
Yeah.
God of vengeance has won my battle for me.
Sing God of miracle.
God of miracle has won my battle for me.
Who are you?
I'm a winner man. I'm a winner man. He has won my battle for me.
Who are you?
I'm a winner man. I'm a winner man.
Yeah.
He has won my battle for me.
Sing God of vengeance.
God of vengeance has won my battle for me.
God of miracle.
God of miracle has won my battle for me.
God of vengeance.
God of vengeance has won my battle for me.
Alima no madina no
God of miracle has won my battle for me.
Who are you?
I'm a winner man.
Oh, yeah,
I'm a winner man.
Hey.
He has won my battle for me.
Who are
I'm
you?
a winner man.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a winner man.
Ah.
He has won my battle for me.
Hey. Eleberoni atali litombe deski bayana. The Bible says he made a public show of the devil. He entered him, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered him, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed.
He entered him, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered him, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered him, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed.
Only you deserve the worship from my heart. Only you deserve the worship of my heart. Yeah. Say, only you deserve the worship from my heart. See, because of the things you do.
Only you deserve the worship from my heart.
Who deserve your worship? I wish I could hear you sing, oh.
Only you deserve the worship from my heart.
'Cause he entered,
he took the key, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered, he took the keys, he gave me, oh, I'm free indeed. He entered,
oh my God,
God of vengeance has won my life for me.
God of miracles,
God of miracles has won my life for me.
my God of vengeance,
God of vengeance has won my life for me.
Holy God of vengeance,
God of miracles has won my life for me.
who are you?
I'm a winner man.
Oh yeah,
I'm a winner man. He has won my life for me.
who are you? I'm a winner man. Hey.
He has won my life for me.
Who are you?
I'm a winner man.
Oh yeah, nah. Shalabara, shalabara, tike. Who are you? Hey, hey, hey. Can you begin to open up your mouth and begin to love this son Jesus? He has won, he said, one. I wish I could hear you say, what did he do? He won it for me. He won it for me. What did he do for you? One. Say, what did he do for you? One. Hey. God of vengeance,
won my life for me.
what did I say?
God of miracles has won my life for me.
God of vengeance,
Serving you up with the freshest
You are
gospel
great,
vibes.
yes, you are Holy One. Walked upon the sea, raised the dead, reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is
We
great.
ain't stopping till we see heaven on earth.
You are
On
great,
earth.
yes, you are Holy One. Walked upon the sea, raised the dead. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything written about you is great. You are great. You are great. You are great. You are great. Oh yeah. You are great. Say You are great.
You are great.
Say you are great.
You are great.
Everything, yeah.
Everything about you is great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
You are great.
Oh, you are great. You are. Oh, yeah, yeah. Say you are great. You are. Worship you today. Oh, everything.
Everything about you is great.
Worship you today. Give you all the praise. Yeah. Mighty, mighty God. Worship you today. Give you all the praise. As we lift our hands to you, we place our in our hearts. Raise our voice to say, everything about you is great. If we can do, worship you today. Give you all the praise. As we lift our hands to you, we place our in our hearts. We raise our voice to say, everything about you is great.
Fish.
Power belongs to you. Power belongs to you. In heaven and the earth, all power belongs to you. Power belongs to you. It all belongs to you.
It all belongs to you. What a mighty, mighty God we serve. Good morning from Ghana in the studios of Papalo Radio. We streaming live on www.multighana.com, onlineradiobox.com. 40 minutes on top of the hour, 6 a.m. 20 minutes to 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We streaming live on all our social media handles: YouTube, Papalo Radio /TV, Facebook, Papalo Radio /TV, Twitter, Instagram. Follow us on all our social media handles. The name remains Papalo Perfect Show, produced by Jude GH. My co-host David Santos.
Papalo Radio.
Good morning,
Straight
Parliament of Ghana, Judiciary, and the Presidency, the three arms of government. Good morning to all the military men and women. Good morning to the police men and women. Good morning to every official. Good morning to all workers of this great nation. Good morning, all journalists across the globe, broadcasters across the globe, teachers, students, engineers. Good morning, everyone. I believe you slept well. You had a wonderful weekend. No matter what, tell yourself, it is well. Tell your neighbor, it is well with you. Tell yourself, I'm more than a conqueror. In the midst of all this, I am more than a conqueror. What a gracious God we serve. We have a lot for you. We're going to have a nice time. So on Papalo Radio, we educate, we inform, and we entertain. We give our listeners the best, nothing but the best. So stick and stay right here. God bless you, God keep you and protect you. I'll be giving you the weather forecast for today. What is happening around the world. I'll be telling you what is happening within the borders of this nation. A lot has happened over the weekend. Oforiatta seals Captain Smart. Interesting times ahead. I think this year is a year of seeing people. All right, so God bless you. Keep blessed the name of the Lord. God bless you, Pastor Alex, for the morning dew. We are blessed. Thank you for soaking us in the blood, giving us the unadulterated truth or word of God.
My Lord,
A lot is happening around the world.
worship you.
All right, so let me give you the weather forecast for today. Variably cloudy weather is expected across the country this morning with isolated cases of rain. Sunny weather with periodic clouds is anticipated for the country as the day unfolds. There's a chance of thunderstorms over a few areas later in the day, says Ghana Meteorological Agency, GMET. All right, so let me take it again. Variably cloudy weather is expected across the country this morning with isolated cases of rain. Sunny weather with periodic clouds is anticipated for the country as the day unfolds. There's a chance of thunderstorms over a few areas later in the day, says Ghana Meteorological Agency. God is good all the time and all the time. The Lord is good. So today we'll be talking about cyber security, cyber issues. All right, so cyber scams. We're going to give you tips to avoid falling as a victim or falling victim to all these cyber scams. So we have a cyber security expert who will help us address these issues. All right, so that you don't fall victim to these cyber crimes and scams. All right, labor unions request time to mull 2.7 billion US dollars pension fund restructuring offer. Government committed to a swift revival of economy Oforiata to foreign investors. Hey, Honorable Oforiata, the man in white. What kind of someone who is you? Ghana, you interested?
With the freshest.
Well, if you have the evidence, why not? Journalism is all about research and making sure that you have the right information to inform the community. Papalo Radio, building communities. SIM registration, your Momo account is safe. Even if you lose your MTN number, MTN assures. Hey, Ghana bureaucracy. Are you sure? You see, sometimes when they come out with some of these memos and all that, yes, they can easily say it. But to go through the process and have your money is also another thing. But I also don't blame the telecommunication networks. I blame you, the citizen. What were you waiting for? With all this period, you thought they were joking or what? Can we get serious a bit? Anyway, MTN has assured its customers that the same re-registration, your Momo account is safe, even if you lose your MTN number. I'm sure the other networks are doing same. I'm referring to Vodafone and Airtel Tigo. Banking sector faces rising risk to asset quality. Capital buffers reports. Jesus, you love me too much. Cybersecurity authority critical of country's development. Public Enterprises Minister. The Public Enterprises Minister says cybersecurity authority critical of country's development. 2 Chinese firms busted by GRA for non-issuance of VAT invoice. So Chinese invoice. Just say mafiaism, they are good to mafias, to milk us, to destroy our water bodies, our forests, and our lands. And they still decide to swindle the GRA tactics system. And they would issue VAT invoice. Can you imagine? God have mercy. No wonder that they are doing this. You've sold your country directly to them. You borrow too much. Laboros. They keep borrowing every day. Now your hands are in their mouth. If you joke, they'll bite you. So don't joke. You see, some of these things, they do it out of intentions. They are intentional about it. In fact, they are conscious of what they do. God help us. Uganda on the foreign front. Uganda respond to U.S. President Biden on homosexuals. The president, Yoweri Museveni. The name is powerful. Yoweri Museveni. You see, he was born on the 15th of September 1944. Is a Ugandan politician and retired military officer who has been the 9th and current president of Uganda since 26 January 1986. This president has declared, when the Parliament of Uganda passed the bill against the anti-LGBTQIA plus bill into law, he declared that if you are a man, try it, will kill you like animals. God have mercy. When are we going? Parliament of Ghana, when are you going to pass Ghana's anti-LGBTQ plus bill in Parliament? When are you going to do the needful? This bill was in Parliament in 2021. It's long overdue. The earlier you pass it, the better for you. No pussyfooting. Stop pussyfooting. Stop pretending. Stop the lackadaisical attitude. Go ahead and pass the bill. Oh, I wish I'm in Uganda. He said we will start cutting down our costs. If the foreign no foreign aid, will cut our costs and make sure we live within our means. That is the president talking. It means you can carry your money, they care less. For all they care, if you want to keep the money, the aid, keep it. They will make sure there's sanity in our society. God have mercy. All right, so let's come home. We will show Archbishop Agyin-Asare, who controls the cosmic power declared by the chiefs and people of Nogokpo. Hey, what is happening? Is the Archbishop going to Nogokpo or not? Is he going to honor the invitation? A 14-day ultimatum has been given to him to appear before the chiefs and people of Nogokpo for his infamous message. Nogokpo is the headquarters of witches. Today be today. All right, so we'll have men of God speak to this subject. Not only one, we'll have about two of them who will speak to this subject. Others are of the view that if Archbishop goes, it means he has disappointed the Christendom. The Christendom is of the view that let them serve their God, let us also serve our God. Once he goes, it means he had betrayed Christ, the one he professes almost every day, and is over 40 years spanning of preaching the gospel. All right, so let's see how things ramble. And then yesterday we saw in the news that he was planning to the United States of America for a program, and in the midst of the air, something intriguing happened. The flight had an issue, so people of the view that the angered elders of Nogokpo were at work. Hey, Ghana. All right, so let's see how things rumble. Good morning, wherever you find yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Which part of the globe you're listening to? Mpɔtam morning show with Papa Law Perfect on Papa Law Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. Stick and stay right here. The best is yet to come. All right, David Santos,
Attorney General.
how you doing?
I'm doing great.
We thank God. You slept well?
Exactly.
How was your weekend?
Very fantabulous.
I can see. Even your haircut shows. Somebody was trying to denigrate you.
Not when I'm alive. Because if you turn back and you look at his own too, you can.
In fact, he looked good in
yeah.
this one. Yeah, he looked very, very
it's
good.
It's acceptable.
That's right. That's right. That's
I
right.
hope you also slept very well.
I slept well. Just trying to catch some cold, but I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing well.
I heard you saying something to the producer.
Yeah.
What is happening to you?
Yeah. Nogokpo is at work. Anybody who dares talk about Nogokpo, Nogokpo, and the issues at hand, you're in trouble.
Yeah, I hope you will not ask me any question based
No.
on that. We are
no.
leaving that to the...
This one is for the anointed man.
Yeah.
I mean, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. They will have to do justice to this one.
Yeah, sure.
So we leave it to the gods.
Exactly.
The gods are angry. The gods are at work. Archbishop, I salute.
Will you go?
Your Highness.
I can see it.
Hey, just a statement.
Yeah.
Have triggered all these, and they have read a lot of meanings to this. It's getting out of hand. I mean, any news?
Yeah, Attorney.
Yes, sir.
There's one news I want to share with the public. Attorney.
Yes, sir.
I got down at traffic.
Tema here. Okay.
And when I was coming...
Which of the community? Tema is big.
Okay, we're community 11.
Community 11.
Yes. And I saw a guy going for jogging. He was holding storm. At the same time smoking. Attorney. I'm not talking about the other cigar. I'm talking about the
weed.
The weed. And if you look at the dressing, and I said, wow.
Open public.
Open.
Wow.
On the street of Tema Community 11. Storming everywhere.
And the laws frowns on that. You don't have any right to smoke. Public smoking is against the laws of the land.
God.
Even with cigarettes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very bad.
That's right. Maybe we'll add him to the 1 week fasting and prayers that had been declared by Perez Chapel International.
Yeah.
To support and back the Archbishop spiritually. Maybe we'll add that guy because after the controversy between the church founder and then the chiefs and people of Nogokpo in the Volta region.
Exactly.
I mean, they mean real business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So I don't know whether the fasting
will baptize the guy with the fire of the Holy Ghost.
Exactly. It's very bad. It's very bad.
That's right.
I wanted to approach, but looking at how the guy was dressed,
if you dare,
we talk.
That's right.
We don't do the fighting, and so I have to keep quiet.
That's right.
And bring it here. But that is very bad. I don't know, but this one. We shouldn't encourage this one to be happening. If you go for jogging, fine. You can go for jogging, but smoking publicly because even passing by alone, I'm not a smoker.
That's right.
You are just storming the whole place like that is bad.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. We call those of you when somebody is smoking and you are not the one who is actually blowing the smoke.
Okay.
And we call it partial smoker.
Partial
smoker. Indirectly, you're also smoking because you are sniffing it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it right.
God have mercy. So, such environment, you need to move from there. There's so much fear and insecurity in the country after Bishop's declaration. We shouldn't joke with some of these things. I pray that peace will prevail. My take on that. I mean, peace should prevail. That's all I'm praying for.
But I tell you, if peace will prevail, as you were saying right now, then do you agree that Bishop should go and apologize?
I think he has apologized. I mean, it's in the public domain when he apologized. And so we thought maybe there wouldn't be a reprisal attack.
Okay.
Or response from the chiefs and people of the people. But they feel that the Archbishop's statement have desecrated the gods, and the gods are not happy. In fact, there were pouring of libation over the weekend, and declaring a 14-day ultimatum for him to appear before the chiefs and people of Nogokpo. And I'm sure I don't foresee any altercation, but the only thing I see is you have to perform some rite, which is against the faith of the Archbishop as a Christian. All right, so that's where the dichotomy is. Should I go or I shouldn't? You know, the Archbishop, remember, the Archbishop also made an infamous statement about the Muslims.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
That was so.
And he had to go and apologize. He was called by the chief imam, Sarebutu. I like him. I like him. He's been there for over 100+ years. It's a blessing to, I mean, live for a century. And so I like the fact that the Archbishop Duncan Williams went to apologize, and there was peace, because that could have brought about an implosion between Christians and the Muslim or Islam. So, and they are brothers. I mean, love is love. We need to love without conditions. We have to. The fact that people don't belong to a religion or sect, it doesn't mean we should, overlook them and pass certain comments that are full of hatred that can bring a lot of mess in the country, because tension has really heightened over the weekend, especially over the weekend when the chiefs came back to say, because we were there when, after the statement, we heard that one of the chiefs actually came out with a letter, indicating that
I don't know whether I can get it here.
They should wait, and they will hear from them. And finally, the hearing from them came over the weekend, and he has been given a 14-day ultimatum to appear before the chief and people of Nogokpo. And I think
which is going to be at the shrine.
Yes, why not? Not precisely the shrine. The shrine itself is a separate entity.
Yeah.
The community,
so
like
Bishop
community
was talking
level.
about the shrine, not the whole community.
Yes. And basically, I think a lot of people have written a lot here, and we'll go through them.
This thing will cause a lot of issues in this country.
But God help us. God
sure.
help us.
Sure.
God will help us. I think a lot of people have been in the system for a very long time, but knowing the truth is the best option. Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters in the Volta region. Agyin-Asare's comment attracts massive backlash. So I want to read so that our listeners will have a clear understanding about this whole brouhaha, this hue and cry about the bishop's statement.
We are just, giving out the news.
I'm looking at other write-ups coming from the Christendom, from the Nogokpo chiefs and people as well. So it's going to be a balanced editorial.
Yeah, sure.
We are not going to take sides. And this is a disclaimer. We are not taking sides.
Yeah.
On the bishop side or on the Nogokpo community or the chiefs and people of Nogokpo. And the founder and leader of Perez Chapel International, Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, has come under heavy criticism following his sermon to his congregation on May 24th, 2023. The Archbishop, on the third day of the Supernatural Summit held at the headquarters of Perez Chapel in Accra, preached about divine protection and existence of evil forces, where he cited several examples to support his teaching. In the course of his preaching, Agyin-Asare recounted an incident where his team received spiritual attacks for hosting a crusade in the Volta region. During this crusade in Aflao, we slept at Agbozome. That was where our hotel was. And you had to go through Nogokpo. And Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters in the Volta region. We only have not said it, but the second night I made Bishop Yao-Edu talk about witchcraft, and we disgraced the witches and wizards. When we were driving from Aflao to Agbozome, immediately we got to Nogokpo. Bishop Yao-Edu's four-wheel drive, the tire came out from under the car, he recounted. Following the publication of the video online, the church leader has come under heavy criticism online, including from the handlers of the Nogokpo shrine. Reacting to the Archbishop post in a Facebook post shared on Thursday, May 25th, 2023, the Nogokpo shrine warned the clergy against making derogatory statements about their religion. It's said that some pastors of Agyin-Asare come to the place he is denigrating for powers to grow their churches. Dear Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, our religion does not accept lies, fake prophecies, defrauding people under false pretense, extorting money from people in the name of taking them to heaven, which does not exist, taking taxpayers and innocent citizens' money to build worthy homes, bury things, or make sacrifices to get more members. We do not lose our focus to be preaching other religions rather than focusing on our ethics. We rather advise you to focus on making your members understand your religion rather than attacking others. He who beats the war drum must be ready to dance accordingly. The same demonic headquarters are the places your pastors come to for more and powers to do their church business. Quote and unquote, part of the post read. So on a lighter note, somebody will say, now the gods also go on social media. We'd rather advise you to focus on making your members understand your religion. All right, I think I've read that. If you don't have a topic to preach about, I've read this one too. For us, we will never say we will allow people to malign someone's religion. You shall hear from us soon, Nogokpo chief. The chief of Nogokpo, a town in the Volta region, Togbi Saba, the fourth, has reacted to the headlines grabbing comment by Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare about the town. The founder of the Perez Chapel International stoked controversy when he referred to Nogokpo as the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. Archbishop Agyin-Asare has been slammed on social media by people from the region and also by people who say they come from the town. They say the comment by the popular preacher is disrespectful and cast a slur on the ancestral worship practice in the town. However, in a statement, the office of Togui Saba Dufia of Nogokpo said the agitations on social media over the comment by the preacher had to come to the chief's attention. We wish to inform Ghanaians and the world that we are deliberating on the matter and the general public will hear from us in due time. Portions of the statement read. And this is a letter coming from Nogokpo on behalf of the chief, Togui Saba, the fourth, Dufia of Nogokpo. Notice, it has come to the notice of Togui Saba, the fourth, Dufia of Nogokpo, about the current happenings on social media about Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare. We wish to let Ghanaians and the world know that we are deliberating on the issue and you shall hear from us in due course. Note carefully, according to the office of Togui Saba, the fourth, the only people assigned to speak to this issue are, and we have some numbers, phone numbers there. I think we have to pick these phone numbers. All right, signed, and I can see the stamp of the chief. Nogokpo residents, court members react to Agyin-Asare's description of town. Meanwhile, many Ghanaians took a swipe at Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare for saying Nogokpo, a popular town in the Volta region, is a demonic headquarters. The founder of the Perez Chapel International claims witches and wizards have inundated the Volta region town, citing Nzema in the Western region as another example. Members of the public, of some of whom say they are residents of the town, have taken to social media to register their disapproval of the pastor's comment. Agyin-Asare says he meant no malice with Nogokpo comment. Earlier, we reported that the Archbishop Agyin-Asare claimed in a short statement that he meant no harm when he described Nogokpo as the headquarters of demons in Ghana's Volta region. His response follows massive online backlash against his comment, which many describe as denigrating. The preacher expressed regret for any misunderstanding or misinformation that has characterized his commentary and reportage. Nogokpo Shrine says it lost an investor because Agyin-Asare called them demonic. Vows to deal with him. I see. A lot is unfolding here. Nogokpo Shrine says it lost an investor because of Charles Agyin-Asare's declaration of Nogokpo as the demonic headquarters. Alright, so one of Ghana's most powerful shrines, Nogokpo, has sworn to retaliate against the leader of Perez Chapel International for smearing its name. In one of his sermons, the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare listed some towns in Ghana noted for devilish activities, which include Nogokpo and Nzema. Nogokpo's first response to the allegations was one of peace, as they sought to educate all in the practice of old. But after some development, the shrine has made known to all on Facebook that the Archbishop has must be prepared to face the music. According to Nogokpo, due to what Archbishop Agyin-Asare said about them, they have lost a noble investor prepared to start a business in the town. All right, so Mr. Benjamin Sosu is a police officer. He said Good morning to the house and a blessed morning to my father. Touching on the issue between the Archbishop and Nogokpo, I see no reason why the Archbishop should go. Let everybody call on his God, Jesus to the world. I like that. I like that.
Very clear.
Anyway, that is his view. IGP, I salute. All right, they put out on Facebook, it's high time we face reality. We will never repent of this statement from you, and we shall make sure you meet it squarely with us. False prophet, be ready for us. Nogokpo Shrine threatens Agyin-Asare after calling town demonic headquarters. The popular Nogokpo Shrine in the Volta region of Ghana has threatened the man of God, Bishop Charles Archbishop Agyin-Asare. In a post, others are calling him Archbishop. Others, he was investigated into that office not too long ago. So people are still struggling to call him the Archbishop. Yes, I think it's less than 2 years now. Yeah, so people are still confused. So Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, in a post via social media, the shrine warns the man of God to be prepared to face the consequences of his actions. This comes after Agyin-Asare, during a sermon, described the town as the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. The preacher narrated a story about how he went to the town on a missionary duties with some pastors, and whilst entering the place, one of the tires on their four-wheel drive vehicle bursts. The shrine and its associated township were angry at the man of God over his characterization and released a statement attacking him. All right. Nogokorians are more righteous than Agyin-Asare's congregants. There is a town located between Bujumbura and Winneba Junction on the Malam Yamransa Trans-ECOWAS Highway called Ocheko, where horrific road crashes is a common occurrence. The latest of which was the Yutong bus from Liberia crashing into a fuel tanker with instant loss of 16 lives, with many sustaining varied degrees of life-threatening injuries. Many people, including surgeons, clergymen / women, students, businessmen / businesswomen, politicians, public / civil servants, and others from all shades of social economic strata, have perished in crashes at this very spot. Yet nobody has described the town as headquarters of witches in the central region. But out of your personal recklessness to good maintenance regime, a possible badly fastened bow to the wheel of your car incidentally comes off at Nogokpo, and after crass ignorance paint the entire town with a dirty witch's brush. Elucidation. For the elucidation of the ignoramuses. When we say ignoramuses, we mean those who are ignorant. Ignoramuses of our Ghanaian community. Nogokpo isn't a deity. Its name is a town with people who believe in the Bible and other religious faiths. So to think that everyone that either lives or comes from the town is a witch, to say the least, suffers from debilitating mental illness. Wow. Gender. Indeed, no town in Ghana is gender homogeneous, so to claim Nogokpo is the headquarters of witches in the Volta region precludes that no man in the town is demon possessed, since a witch connotes female while wizard is for male. Illiteracy. Agyin-Asare therefore spoke either from the point of crass illiteracy in English grammar and therefore must be ignored, or consciously meant to engage in despicable act of ethnocentrism against the decent people of Nogokpo. And like I've said before, per capita, Agyin-Asare's church has over 10,000% more witches and wizards than the peaceful voter regional town of Nogokpo. Contrast. I know the town of Nogokpo and I can testify with no shred of equivocation that indeed Nogoporeans actually leave home without closing their doors, and absolutely nothing happens to their possessions. On the contrary, in Agyin-Asare's church, even where the tithes and offerings are counted by saints, is monitored 24/7 by CCTV cameras in order to prevent stealing. You make a mistake to leave your phone, wallet, or any other valuable unattended during service at Agyin-Asare's church for seconds, and it will be stolen by those very angelic and witches-free congregants. Con men, brazenly, absolutely powerless con men with not a scintilla of the knowledge and understanding of the gospel of Christ, are masquerading as preachers of the gospel and extorting monies from their poor congregants to furnish obscenely opulent lifestyles. For righteousness, peaceful and truthful way of living, the followers of Agyin-Asare come absolutely nowhere close to Nogokoreans. There is a fact which cannot be contested by any sincere people. But charlatanic characters using the Bible as a facade to perpetuate heinous crimes and get away with it, because God is not swift in dealing with the wicked. Oaths. As a matter of fact, every Nogokorean, including even toddlers, can stand before the pulpit in Agyin-Asare's church and take an oath by the Bible not to steal. However, not a single soul in Agyin-Asare's church, including the self-acclaimed archbishops, can dare stand before the Nogokpo deity and take an oath not to steal. Witchcraft. But lying and stealing are forms of witchcraft, and the Bible says so in the book of Revelations 21 verse 8, that but as for the cowardly, the faithless, the detestable, as for murderers, the sexually immoral, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars, their portion will be in the lake that burns with fire and sulfur, which is the second death. Consequently, how would the lying thieves, followers of Agyin-Asare, think that they are more righteous than Nogokoreans who are able to go out with their doors unlocked but return with nobody coming to steal from them? This indeed should tell you how criminals have actually succeeded in hijacking the gospel of Christ for their selfish gains. Promises. Personally, I've entered into agreement with purported born-again, Holy Spirit-filled, and tongue-speaking Christians in the past by just counting on their faithfulness to fulfill their part of the deal. But on the other hand, it would have been better if I had taken such ingrate to the Nogokpo shrine to swear to abide by their promises. Bigots. And when I argue this way, the ignorant bigots tend to think I don't believe in the Bible. I very much believe in the Bible, but I detest activities of plain faced charlatanic nincompoops hiding behind the gospel of Christ to steal from the poor to maintain their despicably opulent lifestyles. Who use Archbishop Agyin-Asare as a scapegoat, Nogokpo leaders assures or declares The chiefs and people of Nogokpo in the Ketu South municipality of the Volta region have threatened to make Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, the founder and leader of the Perez Chapel International, scapegoat if he fails to show up at their palace. The chiefs issued a 14-day ultimatum to Archbishop Agyin-Asare during a press conference on Friday, June 2nd, to appear before them to resolve a dispute arising from some statements he recently made. In an interview with Selom Adonu on Eyewitness News, the convener of the community, Nufla Laga Mawu Femo Kobla Nonyi Egbe cautioned, we have given him a 14-day ultimatum. If he wants to do the needful, he should come. If he doesn't want to, he should refuse. If he is mature enough, he should do what is needful. If Agyin-Asare doesn't do the needful, we'll make him a scapegoat. It's 25 minutes on top of the hour, 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.mordenghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to put into your search engine Papalo Radio/TV. Like the page, put your notification button on so that anytime we come online, you'll be first to be notified. I want you to share your view. Let's get interactive. Share your view, your thought on the Archbishop of Perez Chapel International, and then the chiefs and people of Nogokpo, the issue surrounding the statement the Archbishop made. He said Nogokpo is the headquarters of demonic activities. In other words, headquarters of witches. All right, so let me continue from where I left off. The convener of the community said the justification by the founder and leader of the Perez Chapel International will not be accepted. He has caused serious damage to Voltarians and the people of Nogokpo. His justification doesn't prove anything to us. Nufia Laga Mawu Femo Kobla Nonyi Be Fumed. Nogokpo chiefs slammed Christian Council. He lambasted the Christian Council for being quiet about the matter. He said things damaging to a whole community, and the Christian Council thinks it's okay with what he said. He should respect the African traditional belief system, he pointed out. The convener of the community clarified that the deity in Nogokpo does not scare people away. It is not a matter of instilling fear in people. Everyone knows the power of the supreme deity. The tender deity. That's right. In Nogokpo. Nogokpo is the god of justice, he clarified. Archbishop Agyin-Asare caused a stir during a supernatural summit held at the headquarters of Perez Chapel in Accra on Thursday, May 25, 2023, when he preached about divine protection and the existence of evil forces, casting insinuations against Nogokpo, a deity named after a town in the Volta region. He claimed Nogokpo is demonic headquarters of the Volta region, a claim that infuriated the chiefs and people of the town. Perez Chapel's Agyin-Asare given 14 days to appear before Nogokpo traditional leaders. The chief and people of Nogokpo in the Ketu South municipality have given the founder and leader of Perez Chapel, Archbishop Agyin-Asare, 14 days to appear before the traditional leaders. Perez Chapel declares week-long fasting and prayers after Nogokpo roused at Agyin-Asare. They row. The presiding bishop of Perez Chapel International, Benjamin Ohene-Boaji, on Sunday, June 4th, declared a one-week fast with prayers for all members across the globe over the Nogokpo controversy involving the church. Representing the Archbishop Agyin-Asare, the founder of the church, who is on an international mission, he announced the stance of the church board council on the Nogokpo matter at at a church service. Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, founder and leader of Perez Chapel, has said he has no intention to cast a snare upon the people of Nogokpo town and the Volta region as a whole. During a sermon at his church on Sunday in Accra, May 28, the Archbishop said his comments were never meant to denigrate the people of Nogokpo and the Volta region. He explained that he only sought to refer to an incident that happened after a crusade held in the area. To drive home my point, I made reference to several instances where I have encountered manifestations of demonic powers in my crusade, which have taken me to over 92 countries of the world. I gave an example of people who were seeking to levitate during a crusade in India. I gave an example of an attack I suffered as a very young pastor who had gone to preach at a bus stop around Kolibu in reference to Nogokpo. I wish to clarify that I never intended to refer to the town, but as an incident that happened after a crusade at Aflao. I had absolutely no intention to cast a slur on the people of Nogokpo town and the Volta region as a whole, the Archbishop explained. He said, I have had a cordial relationship with the people of the Volta region. My wife of 38 years is an Ewe from Keta, and two of my biological children bear Ewe names. All the examples I gave were not intended to denigrate any of the towns and their people, but to elucidate the principles of divine protection to congregants, he said. Archbishop Agyin-Asare said he regretted issues surrounding the statement he made and said he remained committed to serving Ghana as a spiritual leader. Any misrepresentations or misinformation that has characterized the subsequent commentary and reportage is regretted. My ministry over the past 40 years has been one that has spoken up at critical times in our country as a spiritual gatekeeper, and I remain committed to serving God's people and the nation as the Spirit directs, the Archbishop concluded. At the summit held recently at the headquarters of Perez Chapel in Accra, the Archbishop preached about divine protection and the existence of evil forces and cited several examples to support his teaching. Agyin-Asare will know who controls the cosmic powers Nogokpo leaders threaten. Leaders of Nogokpo have expressed disappointment and are demanding the presence of the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, founder of Perez Chapel International, over his derogatory comment about the people and town of Nogokpo in the Keta municipality. The chiefs have warned that should Agyin-Asare refuse to show up and reject their peace offer, in the latter will be shown who controls the cosmic powers. Two top men of God who have made controversial statements sparking public anger. Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, founder of the Perez Chapel International, last week was in the news following controversial comment he made about Nogokpo, a small village located in the Ketu South municipal of the Volta region of Ghana. We recount some controversial statements by respected men of God that sparked public anger. Reverend Eastwood Anaba, in March 2021, the founder of Eastwood Anaba Ministries, was heard in a viral video condemning dog eaters. He was heard saying, Christian, you get up and go town and they are selling dog meat, you go and buy. They are selling donkey meat. Look at the way you look. Look at everyone who eats dog meat and their character. Whether you see the difference between a dog and a pig, a human being. I am yet to see somebody who eats public dogs and donkey meat who looks correct. Look at their stomach. Look at their waist. Look at the way they walk. Look at the way they reason. Look at the way they think. His comments were met with contempt as eaters of the delicacy condemned the man of God for speaking foul of their favorite meat, especially when he is a frafra man himself and should know better. But speaking to the president of the Bonaboto group, Dr. Andrews Akola, Isudanaba indicated that the video circulating on social media was taken out of context. He said he was dealing with idol sacrifice, eating meat sacrificed to idols, and how the Bible is against eating meat from idol sacrifices. He cited his childhood days when his father sacrificed dogs and other animals. He said he brought in the health and sanitation aspect of where these meat are sometimes sold in the market publicly and the consequences. Later, he apologized to persons offended by the video to forgive him, and that there was no way he would look down on the frafra food, adding that he could have said it better. Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare finally delivering a sermon in the church to recall an experience after a crusade in Aflao. Recently, Agyin-Asare described Nogokpo as the demonic headquarters of the region after a near tragic incident in the town. These were his exact quote: "Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. We only have not said it, but the second night, I made Bishop Yawedu talk about witchcraft, and we disgraced the witches and the wizards. When we were driving from Aflao to Agbozobe, immediately we got to Nogokpo, Bishop Yawedu's four-wheel drive. The tires came out from under the car, but residents of the area, including the owner of the shrine in the area, took on the respected preacher, describing his comment as lies, fake prophecies." In a sudden U-turn, Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, while delivering a sermon on Sunday, May 28, 2023, said he never meant to denigrate or cast the town and its people in a bad light, but merely to reinforce his teaching on divine protection. Are we getting to a point where people cannot express their view, especially when it comes to the Bible? Have you gotten to that point? Share your view with me. Certain areas, we are told that the Bible in certain countries, the Bible has been banned in certain countries. In fact, in Russia, that I know, that when you are entering Russia, you have to declare your Bible as a weapon. It must be declared as a weapon before you are allowed to carry your own Bible. And let's look at the other way round. Is Nogokpo the shrine alone, or we are referring to the whole community? Now we have been educated, we've been schooled that when you talk about Nogokpo, you are referring to a community that has a shrine. All right, within the community there is a shrine called Nogokpo Shrine, because the shrine is within the ambit of that particular town. So we say Nogokpo Shrine. So for instance, somebody will say Oyoko Shrine. Me, I come from Oyoko, so I can use my town and I cannot be banished for citing this. So Oyoko Shrine, it means the shrine is within the jurisdiction of that particular town called Oyoko. Am I making sense here? So I think generalizing it and saying that Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters of the Volta region, that is not right in my own view. I think he had come out to also apologize on the other side. And I think our leaders, our chiefs, must temper justice with mercy and let sleeping dogs lie quiet. But over the weekend, a lot of drama happened. The chiefs are back again. Remember, they came out with a memo saying the public will hear from them. And finally, we have heard from them, giving the Archbishop a 14-day ultimatum to come out and explain to them at the shrine. He had been summoned. For now, they are not doing anything harmful, but they have added a caveat or a conditional clause. If the Archbishop refuses to appear before them, they will use him as a scapegoat. Again, he will know who really controls the cosmic powers. All right, on my be here, me and check the Sofo Agyin-Asare. Ebeto ahumane so na yere na twetwe nkomo afa when we sofo touch not my anointed, because the Nogokpo pouring libation said anybody who discusses this if you are not careful, you'll be under attack. So let's see. And we heard over the weekend again that the Archbishop was planning to the US, and he had an issue with his flight. He had an issue with the aircraft that was planing him to his destination. There was a fault detected on the plane. People of the view that because the gods are angry, maybe they have started proving a point who controls the cosmic power. All right, on my be 40 minutes on top of the hour, 7 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to share the broadcast. We need a lot of people. This is not a joke. This can lead to an uproar, and a lot can happen in Ghana, I'm telling you. If we joke with this, sit on concert and say, don't mind these people, don't mind this and that, a lot can happen. So God has a plan for your life, and I believe that the bishop will be covered, and chiefs and people will also be covered. The battle of of the greatest. Let's see how things rumble. So I have this great man of God on the line to speak to this particular issue. You can't allow anybody to address this subject. It's not anybody who can address this subject. I have this great man of God on the line, Rev Agyin-Asare. He is the founder and general overseer of Temple of Joy Ministries International in Kaswa. Rev, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm blessed by the grace of God.
We thank God. Welcome to Papalo Radio and Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Oh, you're welcome.
How is ministry?
By the grace of God, we are doing well.
And how's the family?
God has been good.
All right. So, Rev, I'm sure you've been following proceedings over the past almost 2 weeks now, a week and more. The Archbishop Agyin-Asare, Charles Agyin-Asare of Perez Chapel International, making a statement that Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. The chiefs and people of Nogokpo were not pleased. They were not happy about the statement, and they expressed their displeasure and gave the public a particular notice that the whole public will hear from them. And finally, over the weekend, they made a press conference last Friday indicating that they've given the Archbishop an ultimatum, a 14-day ultimatum to appear before them. And they've added a caveat. If he refuses, then they will teach him who controls the cosmic power. Rev, let's begin with the Archbishop's statement. Was it right? Was it spot on? Or it was out of order? Your thought.
Okay, thank you. First of all, let me make this quick a correction. The church is Kingdom Power.
Kingdom Power, okay.
Yes, Kingdom
okay.
Power. I ministered at Temple of Joy last week.
Wow. Kingdom Power Ministries,
Kingdom
right?
Kingdom Power Evangelical Chapel.
Kingdom Power Evangelical Chapel. All right.
Chapel.
Sorry about that. We'll correct it immediately.
You see, we are in the days that things that are happening are very interesting. To me, there's no need we take these things so serious and talk about it.
Okay.
But because people, quote unquote, are talking, first of all, we must understand that the Archbishop was doing his program in his own territory. It was a time that he had opportunity to talk to his sons and then other ministers from other countries. And I think I was not there. I've not taken time to listen to the full video or the full statement. But he was speaking out of context, and he was teaching about the power of God. And then in the course, he was making emphasizes about protection.
That's right.
And then out of that, he was trying to explain things to his audience and the people to understand. And he used his own experience, some of the things that he have encountered as a man of God all these years. Some of the crusade, not only, quote unquote, that village or that town alone. He made a lot of statements concerning a lot of cities and countries that God has taken him to.
Including in Zima and then India.
Including in Zima. So the question is, why is it that this town has become an issue? Because he may mention about 3 or 5 places in Zima.
He spoke about in Zima. So
yes.
we are waiting for them. Maybe they are now coming.
So to me, I don't see anything wrong about the statement, because sometimes when you are on the pulpit and you are teaching, sometimes you are being inspired. And if you are not very careful, sometimes you make some statements.
Should your inspiration offend others or denigrate others?
No. That is the reason why in the first place he came out and said, if what I said has offended you, if we should take that way, if what I said, because I don't mean harm.
That's a conditional clause.
Yes, it's a conditional clause. If, because I don't mean harm, I was just teaching my people, and for them to understand what I'm teaching them, the experience I've had during my crusade and other, encounters, and then he made mention all these cities and then even country. I learned he made mention of India. So I don't see anything wrong about it. Now we should not forget that this is not the first time. Even in the Bible, issues like this happened. But the truth is that it is two forces that are fighting. The other day, David made a statement and said, "You curse me with your God." And David also cursed Goliath with his God. And then if you look at the issue of Elijah wanted to, prove to the people the God we must serve. And if you look at it, it is almost in line with this. Even though Bishop didn't put that challenge, he didn't challenge them. No, he didn't. It was a statement he made. So I don't see anything wrong about it.
Rev, let's look at this from another angle.
Okay.
These are two separate religions, even though as believers we always say that Christianity is not a religion. But as it stands now, we are under an umbrella, the Ministry of Religious and Chieftaincy Affairs and all that. So let's draw the line. These are two separate religions, the traditional religion and then Christian religion. They are of the view that be in your lane. You don't think so? teach your people about your Bible and leave us out. That is what the chiefs and people of Nogokpo are demanding.
You see, man of God, the thing is, when they meet, they also make some statements that when we got to know it, we might also react on it. But because
it's just not in the public domain, right?
Yes, yes. So the chiefs and the people should take it cool. In the first place, he said, if my statement have caused any harm, I don't mean harm, but if my statement is causing unpleasant for you, I am sorry. He made this statement. So why are they trying to bring fight? Or I don't understand.
Reverend Isu Danaba in March 2021. I don't know if you saw that video too. Said those who eat dog, look at the way their stomach look like. Look at their waist. Look at the way they walk. Look at the way, and it's a delicacy for the Frafra people. And he being a Frafra, they felt offended. And looking at the bishop's apology, there was nothing like if. He went straight, he apologized to persons offended by the video to forgive him, and that there was no way he would look down on the Frafra food, adding that he could have said it better. Looking at these two apologies, it looked like the Archbishop is not accepting full responsibility, quote and unquote, over his derogatory statement. If there's a condition, but if you have really regretted, you go straight and say, I'm sorry, I could have said it better. I don't mean any harm. I don't mean to cast a slur on the people of Nogokpo and the chiefs. You understand? That is where the issue is now, and that is why they are demanding that he appear before them within the next 14 days.
This is very interesting. Like I said, I've not taken time to listen to both of them, the statement Bishop made, but somebody just drew my attention to it that Bishop went to in a way that he even spoke about his wife being the Voterian.
That's right.
And some of his children also have the Voterian name.
That's right.
And then he even said that he has a good relationship with them.
The people of the Volta region.
Yes. And some of his pastors are Voterians. Some of his members are Voterians. So looking at the angle he's coming from, I don't think he meant any evil.
So you mean to say that the chiefs and people have blown this statement out of proportion?
That's it.
So let's look at the invitation. Should the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare accept to appear before the chiefs and people of Nogokpo?
No. For what reason?
For the statement made.
He has already made a statement to apologize. So
the chiefs and people of Nogokpo insist he appears before them within 14 days.
To me, being a child of God and being a pastor, I will not, because we are talking about two different territories. I made a statement in my territory, and you are not comfortable about it. You are also in your territory. If you think you can do something because I made a statement which I apologize, and if you think I've not done it in a way you think it is good for you and you want to do anything, do it. Don't invite me. You invite me for what?
So are we going to see the next Elijah and the Baal gods?
No.
Call your God, let me call my God.
Exactly that.
Rev, so peradventure, I know the Archbishop is out of town. He's on an international mission. He's the United States as we speak. And peradventure, if you should return and decide to go, what would be your take or your reaction?
Well, maybe after taking counsel other, spiritual leaders, and maybe after praying to God, and God said he should come and do as the kings are demanding, then I don't have any problem about it. Because our final personality that we must respect and honor is God. So if God speak to him that he should come and do it, then I will not have any issue. But if he's coming out of the pressure the people in that community is giving to him, and the pressure he's receiving from other people, then I will be very disappointed.
If the Archbishop goes, is it not going to affect Christianity? Because a lot of people look up onto the Archbishop.
That is the reason why. That's the reason why I say if God, by talking to God, and if God said he should go, then I don't have any problem. But if he return and then go to them by the pressure, and pressure from the media, pressure from the community, then I'll be very disappointed, because he made this statement not having them in their mind. It was a teaching he was making. And sometimes, believe me, if you go to where they meet, they also make some statements which are very even bad, but because it has not come to the public domain.
So somebody will say it is you who caused it. You recorded the music and you have to dance to the music.
He has not done anything wrong. This is not the first time. Issues like this has happened even in the Bible. In our days, it happened. Have you heard about Idahusa?
That's right.
Have you heard about Reverend Amakun?
That's
All
right.
these people had issues like this. But, they know the kind of God they said. And looking at the Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, there was an issue like this. And they said, for us, the only true God we know is Jehovah God. And if we have anybody to bow to, it should be that God. And they insist. And then the king and the law at that time allowed them to go through the fire that has been prepared for them. And by the end of the day, we saw what happens. So I don't see anything. And the Archbishop, I know, will not go.
He won't go.
Yes.
So if you are, I want you to take the place of a chief advisor to the Archbishop. What will be your advice to him in this critical moment?
He should seek the face of God.
That's right. Wow.
Talk to God about this issue. Because the Bible says, who says that come to pass if God has not ordained it? So whatever, first of all, he should wait on for God, talk to God, and then ask God what to do.
All right, Rev, your final words.
We must be very careful as Christians.
That's right.
And then especially when we mount up our podium, because not everybody that come to listen to us that are of us.
That's right.
Because how did this
the tape went viral?
Yes. So it's a lesson to all of us.
Thank you very much, Rev. We are so grateful. Reverend Agyin-Asare is the founder of Kingdom Power Evangelistic Ministry, speaking to the subject, the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare, the comment made during a sermon, the Supernatural Summit. He said Nogokpo is the headquarters of demonic operations. Rev, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a blessed day. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, God bless you too.
All right, so that was Reverend Agyin-Asare. He's the founder of Kingdom Power Evangelistic Ministries International. Let me acknowledge our sponsors. Number One Shoes. They are into sales of all kinds of shoes for kids and adults. Their shoes is of good quality. Nana One Shoes is located at Community 11, directly opposite Community 11 School Complex. Contact Nana One Shoes on 0256836112. 0256836112. Nana One Shoes, quality is their hallmark. Shabba Rich Photography. When it comes to photography, one name stands tall. They are into all kinds of photography, passport size photograph, photo shoot for all events, your wedding, your birthday parties, your engagement, your naming ceremonies. Shabba Rich Photography is always at your service. They are located at Community 11, adjacent the Presbyterian University Tema campus. Contact Shabba Rich on 0244671593, 0244671593. Papa Law Farms, we are into poultry, pigs for sale for all events. Our pigs and our chicken are healthy. They are of good quality. Contact Papa Law Farms on 0243446455, 0243446455. Papa Law Farms, we feed you with the best. We do home delivery as well. Wherever you are, we can deliver. When it comes to balloon decor, the only place to go is Lotelo Balloon Decor, located at Community 1, directly opposite Zenith Bank, TMA branch. Zenith Bank, TMA branch. Lotelo Balloon Decor. They are into all kinds of balloon decorations. Contact them during your wedding, your engagement, your naming ceremonies, and your birthday parties. Lotelo Balloon Decor. They are into wrapping of your birthday stuffs for you, your wedding, your engagement stuff for you. Contact Lotelo on 0542371320. 0542371320. Lotelo Balloon Decor. Yanko efuom na yanko tonkoko Kwadu Farms ho na obenya nkoko 1 day old chicken obenya biato wo no omoye mmoa no kire se 365 days in a year, 366 days in a leap year. Open mmoa ombenya bia mawo mmoa no fafi Cote d'Ivoire omoye nationwide delivery. Just omai mu nyina omoye delivery Tantra Hills every Tuesday. So person will top money bia Tuesday bia omo broilers, omo layers, omo bovans ne ye on tunkosia no aha omo obi wo ho omo white and no more brown. White and almost turn 14 Ghana cedis. Brown and so almost turn 13 cedis, 50 pesos. Cockerels and so more white, or more brown, or more Plymouth. White and almost turn 2 cedis, 2 Ghana cedis. Brown and so almost turn 5 cedis, 50 pesos. 5 cedis, 50 pesos. About Plymouth and the men and friend check. And we have 5 Ghana cedis. Sasso Bears, and no man and so anasa and Kokono, Omoton 9 cedi 50 pesos, 9 cedi 50 pesos. Contact Kwadu Farms, no frewom, 0245 99 quadruple 0, 0245 990000. Ubetumi so from or number way so 0243 502811. Ope akokwato 2 of the year. Omobemabi, don't be a seasonal farmer. Nyamishra, ye ko break briefly. Ye ba sports. And no city no last Saturday city ni ye blue. That man for face be ye red. Abozige. Me ko break me samba. It's 2 minutes on top of the hour, 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papa Law Radio. We streaming live on www.modernghana.com, online radiobox.com. Mpɔtam Morning Show.
Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, stand up for the champions.
And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand.
All right, stand up for the champions. Mpɔtam Morning Show with Papa Perfect. We streaming live on www.modernghana.com, online radioboss.com. The professor of sport is here, and last weekend was a great weekend. I didn't step out. I think I went home Friday, and that was it. I was home waiting to see my cock crawling for me to see Saturday, and finally Saturday came, and the city was blue. Eric Mens, you're welcome.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Good morning once again to the viewers.
Good morning.
Listeners as well.
I think somebody exposed you on your show last Saturday.
Yes,
they said, no, the host is a Man City fan.
You see, my voice is even gone, but it's just part of the game, you know.
Okay.
As you said, Kwako, I think let's acknowledge Kwadu Farms again. They are doing fantastic.
That's right.
They have healthy and organic chicken.
Okay.
It's very important.
It's organic, eh?
Organic, very,
nice.
very organic ones. And they do turkey, rabbit.
Wow.
Yeah, they do a lot of them. Yeah.
Rabbit is a sweet, delicacy. Nice one.
Meat, no fat and oil. So it's very solid. They do a lot. And they sell the day also. So if you're a farmer or a consultant, farming, you want to consult them for...
they do consultancy as well.
The woman, Hajia, good morning, wherever you are. Yeah, she actually pushed me to go into farming.
Wow.
She was the one who was educating me.
Wow.
Do this and do that. And she's very,
it's good to appreciate people.
Yes,
and this is one of the biggest platforms to appreciate it.
She's a very kind woman.
One of these days, this week we'll interview her.
She wants to come to the studio and just have a very...
Hopefully, let's see Wednesday.
And yesterday too, I couldn't see you again.
Fantastic one. We had a great time. Shabak. Now Shabak from metamorphosing from Shabak to Shabak. Yeah. It still sounds same. So I mean, the man can dance. The guy, 50-year-old, still strong.
It was fantastic.
But I don't want to believe that it was under the influence of something.
The food, the
all over. I'm telling you.
All over. I took back the tilapia. One side.
Wow. It was nice.
The drinks on point.
Yeah. They did well. God bless the guys. I mean, they've really honored their father. Yeah. Nana, God bless you. Enoch. Great guy. And the way they went about Nana expressing that gratitude to his little brothers, that Charlie, they brought me into photography. They went back to school and I took over. And they came back to understand
me. They need to give us a documentary.
I'm telling you, yes. I think
we can be watching.
It's a great family. It's a great family.
God bless them wherever they are now. God bless them.
Sure.
It was interesting this weekend. And,
where is that guy?
My voice. The guy had to run away. Santos had to run away. My voice,
that boy,
screaming, the shouting was too much.
That's right.
It was a moment of joy. Not because we are winning the FA Cup.
Sure.
This is Pep Guardiola's second FA Cup.
That's right.
But on a good cause.
That's
two down, one more to go.
That's right. The treble.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And City is the only team
it's tenable.
To do the local domestic.
That's
treble.
right.
Yes. It was able to beat the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. The league and the competition is formidable. But this time he's doing the treble. That is the recognized treble.
I'm telling you.
So when you take it,
FA, the Champions League.
So this Saturday,
that's right,
happening live.
10th of June.
Saturday was very interesting.
And Israel has gone through.
Yes, we will come to that, Baba.
Amazing.
Yeah, God is doing wonders. Still
and Nigeria is booted out by South Korea.
So still, as it stands now, Ghana still holds the only African country to win the Under-20 World Cup.
And we are messing up with the Dayi.
Exactly. And
God
even the coach the coach who led them is still suffering.
Celestete.
God bless him wherever he is. Papa,
yes,
I'll
sir.
start with something interesting yesterday that happened in River Plate, that's in Argentina.
Okay.
A fan. It's a very sad incident. I want to start with the sad one.
That's right.
The good one. Yes,
sure.
It fell from.
And the one who scored for Man City's Gundogan.
Yes, interesting
so
one. Interesting.
Good one.
Captain
You end with
Gundogan. Captain fantastic. A fan, a River Plate fan. River Plate is a very tough team in Argentina.
That's right.
Yes, they started. I think they are playing one of their league matches getting to the closing of the season.
Okay.
And a fan fell from the top of the stands down to the pitch and died. And the game had to be suspended. Wow. Yes, it was a very sad incident.
Too bad.
Had to.
May the gentle soul rest in peace.
It was a very sad incident. Very, very sad.
But it's good that he died for what he loved.
Yes. Baba. Still interesting conversation coming. Yesterday, RB Leipzig, Germany won the DFB Poker Cup.
They're amazing,
That is their FA Cup sort of.
That's right.
So yesterday they won it interestingly, and it was a very good game because against Freiburg, a lot of people were doubting them but this was because they had a very interesting and good run.
Right.
And coming to the end of the season, they've won it. I think 2 times.
Wow.
Yes, last year they did it, and this year they actually won it again. So
that's right.
that is how things are. As it stands, they are known wonders in Germany. Yes.
That's right.
Baba, let's look at the news. Yesterday, it was a surprise.
That's right.
Myself, I was surprised. I think my pundits, my people, I brought them on the studio yesterday, Saturday. They were all rooting for Nigeria.
That's right.
To be the star of Africa, to push us forward. Then surprisingly, they had to be booted out by South Korea.
That's right.
They went on extra time in 93rd minute, 99th minute, 1-0. Yeah, so they had to fight, and still couldn't get the equalizer. It's a sad.
On a lighter note, the Nigerians, some part of Nigerians are saying the president brought bad luck.
They are still on, and it's surprisingly interesting how things went. And still in under-20 World Cup.
That's right.
Israel, God's country.
I'm telling you.
They beat the almighty Brazil.
3-2.
3-2. Aside Brazil, the only thing we were looking at predicting that they would score Brazil or stop Brazil from winning the cup was Nigeria.
Yeah.
Because looking at where they are coming from, the trains and their drift and everything.
That's right.
Was surprised that Israel
could beat almighty Brazil.
Brazil in this tournament, the least they've scored is 2 goals.
Yeah.
And Baba, it's football.
I'm telling you.
Maybe God is doing still
wonders with Israel.
So we might see them as it stands. Then this is the first time in their
yeah. I mean, when I saw them in there, I'm like, Israel, they will go home quick. But today,
under 20, senior
the
team,
Olympics,
wherever, this is the first time they've been to semi-final. Wow. Yes, this is the first time ever in their football history.
Maybe the wonders of Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yes, it's
that man went and came back again, and today he's still the prime. Wow,
fantastic!
That's amazing.
Yesterday on Saturday, there was an interesting scene in Ghana football.
That's right.
The Black Princesses of Ghana, took on our counterpart from Nigeria.
That's right.
And it was a very fantastic and interesting. Yes, Wafu Zone B. The winner qualifies for the African Cup.
Right.
For almost 3 seasons, we haven't been able to go to the African Cup under 20.
We are happy.
And surprisingly, we beat Nigeria.
That's right.
3
on
penalties.
That's
and,
right. The girls are good. I like the way they went. And the goal stopper is fantastic. She won the tournament.
Fantastic.
That's
right.
Won
the best player, best keeper of the tournament, and the best player of the tournament went to Stella Nyamiche.
Wow.
A very young, 17 years, who has licensed D coaching. Licensed D coaching.
Wow.
You could see the
17
years, really prepared for the future.
Wow.
Yes, even male footballers up there don't even think about that. But I think the management of she was the captain. She was the captain of that side, and they did so well. Yes, the full time ended 1-1, and the penalty ended 3-1 in favor of Ghana. So still in women's football. Yesterday was the final for the UEFA Women's Champions League.
Okay.
Yes, and Barcelona won it against Wolfsburg. Yes, Barcelona won it against Wolfsburg, and they are still questioning that when is the men's team going to go for
That's
that.
right.
Yes, because it's been like 4 seasons, 5 seasons they haven't been into the semi-final. So
that's right.
They are hoping that wonders can happen. But as it stands now for the youth and the 20 World Cup, Uruguay,
Israel.
Yes.
Uruguay also beat their favorite, their
US.
Yeah.
So Uruguay will take on Israel, and Italy and South Korea will be rocking horns.
Look at these teams.
It's interesting how things are going to turn up, and we'll be seeing a very fantastic. Now we don't have any African rep in the Under 20 World Cup. That is something we should come home.
That's right.
Very well. Yes.
Sure.
But far end in the Real Madrid camp, yes, there were two farewells. Benzema and Hazard,
and then Isco.
Yeah,
that's right.
Isco also left. Isco also left earlier.
That's right.
Yeah, so now as it stands, they've been able to catch up their.
I like the way they threw the guy up.
Yeah, that is their farewell.
That has done well.
Yeah, it was one of the 25 trophies for Real Madrid. One of the most, the most decorated
player.
Real Madrid player.
Right.
Yes, won 25 trophies for the La Blancos. So that is an interesting one. And after the departure of these players, they've been able to save 80 million euros of salary to these 4 players. So football now is more.
Hey. Yeah. When you hear these monies, you're like, Mama me 10 B.
Now
you almost this kind of year day. Because some can go broke after all this, and you wonder why.
But sometimes on my vacation, say
chilling, sir.
My work coming. A lot one is even in the room right now.
Chilling.
Like they are back home, and they have to enjoy. Like they go for almost 7-8 months working throughout. They come. They're like the cement.
Diego Simeone is saying that now he will arrange timetable for you to have sex as a player. No too much sex. He will give you timetable.
During that interview, he was asked. No, the host came out that record says that a normal Spanish youth roughly have 57 sex.
Hey.
In a year.
Wow.
And it was like, are you sure with this one? He said, fine. Then I don't think any of this youth can play for my team because a lot of things go through.
Wow.
Is that having sex in a let's say a day is
that's
like
right.
walking kilometers, and it's very so they need to be careful how they go about it.
It's like one run as they call it. Yeah. It's like a 100-meter race.
So we can take like from here to come to one possible.
I know it did, but one say yes.
If you are listening, just be careful and take note of that. Yeah, so that's
that's right.
Interesting one. Yeah, so he was also on there saying, Rajut, we greet you wherever you are. So interestingly, that is how things were going. And Arsenal, Baba, as it stands now, Manchester City took the 7th FA Cup in their history.
That's right.
And as it stands now, Arsenal leading the log with 14, the most FA Cup wins in the English football. Arsenal, they've won 14 times.
It's amazing.
Manchester United on there with 12 FA Cup. Chelsea 8 FA Cup. Tottenham 8. Liverpool 8. And now Manchester City 7. So they are still coming. They will meet them up on the way. Yeah. So interestingly, that is it. But we'll come to that FA Cup.
That's right.
We want to take time with that and
that'll be the last laugh.
Yes, yeah. Yesterday, the Ghanaian chap, Enes Nuama, who has been called, who has earned his maiden call-up to the national team, was adjusted the best player of the Danish football.
Wow.
Last week, he was adjusted the best player by the coaches of the CAP, that's the Danish Football Federation. Right. All the coaches for the 12th.
No, being a judge as just a winner of even your team alone.
Yes.
It's a plus.
A big one.
So
a big huge one. Yeah. So that young chap is really the kudu they are looking.
But he shouldn't play for Ghana.
Oh, he has earned his maiden call-up. So, and the mother was very happy. He wants to.
The mother is happy.
Yeah, he wants the son.
Very soon, better sounds.
Yeah, it's like that. It happens, Baba. And this is the only time that we've seen a call-up without not too much debate.
That's right.
If you've stayed in the airways,
we have nobody's even discussing.
But on Saturday, one of my.
But for the first time, a national team coach has released list of players, and there's no hue and cry about it.
One of my pundits I brought on Saturday was saying they are tired. He felt Ghanaians are tired. Maybe Ghanaians are tired. They are
There's one particular guy who is anti-Kurt.
Yeah.
Everything he writes, Frank Bawumia, something.
Frank is also a huge.
That guy writes nice, and he will end with Kurt must go.
Exactly. But in the Ghana Premier League, interesting things are happening. Yes.
But over the weekend, I saw a publication that the 11 Wonders, the coach claiming they jujulize them. Look at African mentality. You've lost the match. They jujulize them. Can you imagine?
Do the proper setup and come against
Africa.
How the folk can still go on relegation this season? It still stands now.
House of Folk.
Accra House of Folk, yes. It's a slim, but the chances.
But Faisal is already gone.
Yes, Faisal
they
is gone.
won their match, but
still gone.
They are gone already.
Kotokuroyas is still gone. Now, it's looking at has this done. Maybe Olympics might join them. We can still turn it.
House of Folk.
Yes, as it stands, Papa, there's still a slim chance House of Folk could be relegated from the Ghana Premier
League. Can you imagine?
If the Phobians lose to Bekum Chelsea, and Olympics, Tamale City and Legon City, Karela and Accra Lions all win their games.
Hey!
Coming on Saturday and Sunday.
Maybe I'm on the until the balls are rotting and go do.
See, I know they give you up on them. They should do whatever they want to do with it. We are watching them from afar. Baba. Yes, so Baba, still under 20 Ghana Black Satellites still holds. They are the best team in Africa. They've been able to still
pick their World Cup.
Yes, after
that team was solid, and these guys never blows up.
Yes, Baba. We are hoping that Slasete and his boys can still be given that legendary honor by the country. Yes, they still deserve it. And so, as it stands now, Baba, Mediama leading the league log of the Ghana Premier League. Bechem United also in the second, and they can win it as well.
Wow.
Should Mediama lose their final game in Bechem United, this is the new competition for Ghana football for a while now.
That's right.
As it stands now,
the unknown ones trying to pick up their first spot.
Mediama can be their first time. As it stands, they have 57 points.
Wow.
Bechem United 54 points. Should they lose, Bechem United win their game, it's a done deal for them.
Wow.
Yes. So as it stands, Kotoko on the fourth position. In Ghana, they lost their match, and now
Kotoko also
almost fourth position. The BNU Gold Stars on the fifth position, and Dreams FC now come relegation. So almost sixth position. Interesting, Sataman FC on there. But as it stands, let's look at the relegation table.
That's right.
The relegation table, no Kotoko Royals a quarter.
Okay.
Yes. Pfizer also gone. Left with only one to join them, and the one to join them, Accra Olympics in there, Tamale City in there, Legon City's in there. Only now 42 points. Wow. And the way the top is looking, the same way the down is also looking.
That's why if you go and pay bribe or make any mistake for any goal to enter, the way people will beat you.
This is where I'm coming in. As I said, they are all 44 points, and Accra will focus on 11 position with 45 points.
Wow.
So you see how things.
So if they don't win and then they slip, trouble.
It will be a done deal for them. So the Ghana Premier League, that is how the results came out.
But I know House won't sit down. They will kill it. That's one thing I like about the traditional teams. They will do everything to score, especially Accra House of Folk, not Kotoko.
No. You can see your soft start, like I was exposed on Saturday. You are a huge House of Folk fan. Yes, we will say that closed doors, behind closed doors. So this was the result for the Ghana Premier League. Accra House of Folk was beaten by Royal Tamale United after taking the lead. They came back to beat Accra to Folk 2-1. Kotoku Royals already gone on relegation, beat Tamale City 4-1. FC Samatex and Mediama ended goalless. That is where it hurts Mediama.
Used to have a team like Kwabi Bremen.
Kwabi Bremen, they are in the second division. They are trying to come on. Karela United also in there beating Viviani Gold Star 3-2. And Bechem United winning against Bekum Chelsea.
Well, Karela has done well because at the time when Power FC and
they were having their issues,
they were Max B's and all that.
Exactly. Now, I think Karela is for the former minority whip
Mutaka.
Haruna.
Okay.
Idrisu.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
The former NDC minority whip.
That's a minority leader.
Yes.
The whip is Mutaka.
Sorry, the minority leader. Yes. Yeah, he's the owner of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's why we have this guy Kamal Dean also.
Yeah, no. He was actually hosting.
He went to the under 17.
And that is I'll bring the name. Actually, the man was owner for a club in Tamale.
That's right.
Yes, and I think Karela were going on bankrupt. They had to step in and take the club.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is the club in Tamale that this player came from. I forgot the name. Yes, it's now with Sporting Lisbon.
Suleiman also.
I think the name will come. Papa. So that is how the game ended for the Ghana Premier League champions. Papa, as it stands now, it's still interesting. Yesterday, as footballers are leaving, there was one particular one that caught the attention of the world. They said football has retired in Zlatan.
I'm telling you.
Not Zlatan, Ibrahimovic. Hasn't retired from football. Football has rather retired.
Goodbye.
Yes.
He was crying.
Yes, he was crying. Rather football.
Hey, Mr. Mashallah.
Yes. He said for him, he controls the football. He said Messi didn't play. He didn't play with Messi. Messi played with him. Yes. And he said now football.
Very controversial.
Football has retired from Zlatan. He hasn't retired from football. Football has actually retired from him. And he had a very, very incredible journey in football.
Yeah.
And he really
solid guy.
Solid guy. He really did a lot. And
very strong guy.
But Champions League, as still we are getting closer.
Yeah.
Mbappe, your favorite, was in the news saying that it's going to be a great game, and I'm going to watch it actually. But I see Manchester City taking the Champions League for the first time.
Wow.
And that is a big aspect. That's why it's also progressing in life. When you are a young chap and you see the future, you go in life. That is how.
If you can't beat them, you join them.
You join them.
That's
Exactly.
Baba, don't go and enjoy these United teams. Teams that are disunited.
It was very sad incidents yesterday after they ended the season in Italy. As it stands at the top 5 leagues, these are the champions. In England, Manchester City won the league. In France, PSG won the league.
Wow.
And interesting thing happened in PSG. Messi's farewell didn't happen like as we saw Benzema and the rest being uplifted, but it was rather booed by the fans. Yes, because since he came to PSG, he didn't really perform well. And as it stands now,
but the Messi we know. Amen.
When we go to Germany too, Bayern Munich also won the league, and Italy, FC Napoli also won the league, and Spain, Barcelona did justice to.
This guy is the hottest meat now.
Yes,
Osimhen.
Yeah. Papa, surprisingly in Spain, these are the 3
Fantao Isahaku.
Good. Yes, that is the chap. Yes, who played for.
He scored some
interesting goals. Long short goals. Yeah. Papa, as it stands now, Rev Agyin-Asare has gone on relegation. Espanyol has gone on relegation. And Elche yesterday finalized everything there. The 3 teams that is going on relegation as it stands now. But still in Europe, let's do one more news. The son of former Ghanaian head coach Siki Akono, Charles Herman Akono, was instrumental for under 17, Germany under 17 for winning the Euros last week.
Wow.
Yes, last weekend the Germany under 17 won and he was part of the team. Yes, that won the under 17. Very interesting.
How be dinner time no move to a drew to ways.
Some FA Cup. Yes, interestingly, Manchester City as stands now. They are the favorites for the Champions League.
That's right.
Yesterday, they were able to Saturday. They were able to beat their arch rivals, Manchester.
Time on song here. I am the controller. Go ahead.
Against for as it stands now.
We also beat this side.
12 seconds in the history of FA Cup. In C will be behind 12 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 12 seconds.
Gundogan.
Straight after Gundogan passed the ball to the keeper. The keeper had to ballon the ball to De Bruyne, but unfortunately, they said it's a setup. They've trained that on training. They've exercised. They know where the positions will be.
Wow.
Gundogan had the ball and ballon it in the goal post. It was a fantastic one.
Perfect.
And the funny
guy
aspect
nearly
of
had
this,
a hat trick.
Yes. The funny aspect of this is Sir Alex Ferguson. When 2016, when Pep Guardiola took over, said for City to dominate world football, it will be after his life.
That's right.
Now he was the one awarding the medals to the players.
That's right.
That should tell you, don't joke when it comes to football.
That's right. And City was blue.
They are dominating every aspect of football. They are breaking his records in the league. Whatever he's been able to do in the league, they are doing times 2. And doing it not, they are doing nicely, beautifully.
Yeah.
People enjoy the game.
They have the men.
Yes, look at their bench.
When we even take our first, second team, the third team will be the disunited.
You can see them, and they are playing a football team and bringing in some players. McTominay, can you believe this?
These are outdated guys. I mean,
my God,
they are out of touch.
Playing a Champions League finalist against this third position team couldn't even surpass Arsenal in the league. How can you compare yourself to? And it's funny how the coach came about that. Oh, the coach thinks that it's only Manchester United that can meet up to. Even look at the penalty. There are a whole lot of controversies around the penalty. De Bruyne had similar. Yes, De Bruyne had similar with what's the name? Fred. It was a clear penalty. They couldn't even consult the real. But what I like about Man City, the boys were prepared.
They will bring the ball to your end. Let's play.
Let's play. That's it. They don't want any controversy. They will beat you at your own game. That is what happened. So they should learn. They should learn a lot.
Inter Milan should prepare.
They might be crying
this weekend.
It will be bloody.
My goodness.
In Istanbul, we are going for that big trophy. That rabbit trophy with a rabbit ear.
Wembley was
blue.
Wembley was blue.
Yes, and not Wembley only. Manchester, the whole England everywhere. Is blue now. You and Papa, this is one thing I will always have to. Looking at how Liverpool, the Real Madrid Manchester were able to get the young fans. This is the time. 5-10 years to come, a lot of young child will be City fans. Looking at how success rate is going.
That's right.
Because yesterday after we had a watch party at Honeysuckle, you could see the young people were coming with their parents.
They are moving from disunited.
They've seen the lights. Papa, they've seen the lights. And that is what is happening. Papa, this is how we end today's podcast. Yes.
And the city was blue. That's the most important thing. All right, thank you, Professor of Sports Eric Mens. There was sports on Mpɔtam Morning Show. All right, so 30 minutes on top of the hour, 8 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, online radiobox.com. Asempa yetia obanyansafo enkana sem ebuni be yenkana sem. All right, show produced by G8. I'll go for a break, and when I'm back we'll do a lot more. Stick and stay. Alright, don't mind be here for me new me no Mpɔtam Morning Show near meeting the Papalo Perfect. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com, online radiobox.com. There's this issue that is trending. I would say is the most viral issue on social media. Everybody is discussing this topic, and it's the issue or the statement the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare of the Perez Chapel International made, that Nogokpo is the headquarters of demonic activities in the Volta region. I have on the line, I've already spoken to Reverend Agyin-Asare, I've taken his view, but let me speak to this man who had been in the vineyard of the Lord, the anointed of the Lord, for 30-something years. He's been there for a very long time, full of experience. He's going to share his in-depth knowledge about this subject. Reverend Hilton, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to Papa Law Morning Show.
Thank you very much.
Rev, can you get your phone so close to your
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Rev.
Yeah, I'm privileged to be on this program this morning.
Can you hear me?
My greetings to all our listeners.
Rev, your voice is very far. If you can get your phone closer.
Right on my ear.
Yes, it's better now.
It is better now, okay.
No,
I'm privileged to be on this program this morning.
I lost him. I will call Rev back. We'll put him on the line. The line seem to be giving us some problems. David Santos,
Attorney General,
Reverend Agyin-Asare of Kingdom Power Evangelistic Ministries. You know, when it comes to churches and their names, one day we'll come and mention some here. If God be God Ministries International, what is that?
The view.
And maybe a lot more.
And Jamie Crab maybe
Ose. All right, so Reverend Agyin-Asare says there's no cause for alarm. The bishop shouldn't go. Their faith, he doesn't deem it fit for the bishop to even accept to go or meet the chiefs and people of Nogokpo. It's a matter of call your God, let me call my God. So remember, I asked him, are we going to see the second part of Elijah and then the Baal gods? So far we are discussing this topic. I think it's of national importance, because a lot of people are struggling to come in terms with the brain behind this whole statement. I am of the view that when we are preaching, let's preach the gospel, let's preach the Bible. I'm not taking sides, but good. We have Reverend Hilton back on the line. Rev.
Yes, sir.
Now it's clear. I'm sure you've been following the incident between the Nogokpo chiefs and then the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare on the issue of Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. You are, fortunately, you are from the Volta region, so I'm happy, and you've been in the ministry for a very long time. What can you say? Was the bishop's statement blown out of proportion, or it was needless, making some statement on the pulpit?
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, sir.
My greetings to our listeners.
Thank you, sir.
I've been following this issue very closely.
Okay.
And I think this matter has four sides to it. The first side is
Rev, can you get your phone closer to your?
It's very close to me.
Yes, it's not.
It is better now.
It's better now.
Okay, there are four sides to this issue.
Four sides. Wow.
Four sides. The first side is those who are making a big deal of this simple thing. The bloggers, the news writers, those discussing it, those writing about it, making a mountain out of an anthill and all that. That's the first side. The second side is the moral aspect. Now, let me treat them as it is. So, first side, those are making a big deal of it. In the beginning, we had the chief of Nogokpo who said that bloggers should stop making a big deal of this. He calmed his people down, and it was like he understood that anyone can make his comments. People are free to express themselves the way they want. And I also think that Nogokpo people know what Nogokpo is. And we all know what Nogokpo stands for. And the deity and its powers and all it does. If they are offended because they are being called demonic, that's a different issue altogether. But the Archbishop was just talking about his experience and the deliverance he thinks God has delivered him. That's the first side. So the issue has been exaggerated and so dragged here and there that it's becoming a big deal. The second aspect is the moral aspect. When the issue came up and you realize that someone is offended based on your comment or something, I think the right thing to do morally, send some elders or send them a message. If you like, apologize, sorry to have offended you, but I didn't mean any harm. Send some people there to calm them down because they are a whole community, having leaders and chiefs and everything. So that's the moral aspect. This should have been done very quickly. We shouldn't have waited until the issues escalate to the extent that the Archbishop is being summoned to appear. Now,
all right.
So that is what I think. That's the moral aspect. The legal aspect is that Nogokpo does not have a court. Nogokpo shrine is not a court. The chief palace is not a court. So there is no legal binding on the Archbishop to appear. So they subpoenaing him or whatever doesn't stand legally. He even has the right to drive past Nogokpo, go anywhere in Ghana, pass anywhere, do his ministry, do whatever. If anyone is offended with you, he should go to court or whatever to seek his redress or to seek a solution. That's the legal aspect. Now the spiritual aspect is this. If you think your powers are righteous, they are not demonic, but you know you have powers anyway, let the powers deal. Why do you want to bring people into this? Someone you say it is not demonic, and yet you are saying all kinds of things, giving ultimatums. Now they are saying that they will prove who controls cosmic powers. If you know you are innocent, your powers are holy. Why all these threats and ultimatums? You understand me?
Yes, sir.
So I've handled the one, the two, that's the legal, the third, that's the spiritual. And then the moral one that I said, the Archbishop should have sent a delegation there or send them a word to pacify or something, do something just to maintain peace. This is how I see it. But I think everything is delaying too much and the whole issue is being blown beyond proportion.
Rev, what do you think will happen if the Archbishop, we are told, is on an international mission elsewhere? What do you think will happen within after the given 14-day ultimatum? What do you think will happen if he refuses to appear before the chiefs and people of Nogokpo?
As much as I know, the Nogokpo powers, they don't fight physically.
Okay.
So that settles it. So for them to be inviting him physically for a kind of arbitration or whatever, I don't know how safe that arbitration is going to be. It doesn't come in at all.
I don't know.
So
on a lighter note, I don't know if you've come across that news portal. There was this publication over the weekend, I think Saturday or Sunday, that the Archbishop had issue on the flight. The aircraft had issues.
Yeah, I read it on the news. These are all, I mean, as for turbulence and aeroplane developing a fault or engine, it's normal.
You don't think it's a spiritual attack to prove
these are mechanical things, just a coincidence. It could even be a rumor.
But that's true.
Even be a baseless rumor.
From my source, it's true that they had an issue there. Yes,
but that's what I said. That technically, this one can be just a coincidence. I mean, this is an engineering problem.
Are we going to see the second part of Elijah and the Bargos?
Well, I don't think the Archbishop is up to that. But every servant of God, when you are standing for God and you are working in the interest of God, you are entitled to divine protection and deliverance. And so the Archbishop knows that he's covered. He knows where he stands. This man has traveled to many countries, has defied the Hindi gods and all that, went to all those places. I've been following his ministry for a long time. I don't think he will be a prey to any satanic attack or confrontation.
So, per adventure, if the Archbishop decides to go, will you, as a Christian and as a pastor, be happy about his decision to go after he has been subpoenaed to appear before the chiefs and people of Nogokpo?
The choice is his, but in my opinion, if it were me, I will not go. The reason why I will not go is that Nogokpo Shrine is a fetish, or it's a kind of, I don't know how to put it so I wouldn't offend someone. But we all know that that court or that arbitration is not a Christian setting.
That's right.
Number two, it's not just a social setting because everybody knows what Nogokpo stands for. And so for an archbishop to submit or subject himself to that will not be ethical in a lot of senses. This is why I think if the chief and the community, the people think they're offended, then a delegation should be sent to them, maybe under police escort, to go and settle issues with them. That's like somebody says you offended me or you spoke against me, I don't like the way you express yourself. You settle that amicably. But the archbishop is not supposed to go by himself. He has a whole administrative structure that will handle that issue.
And so the chiefs and people of Nogokpo are of the view that be in your lane and let us also be in our lane. Preach your Bible. Because even you guys who claim you are pastors, some of your pastors come to us for powers. Some of them are fake, they are con men, they are taking advantage of the people and all that. They've said a lot. I have read extensively all the comments that had trickled in from the Nogokpo and then from the church. We are told currently that I think yesterday the one who deputizes the archbishop, the pastor has declared a 1 week fasting to back up the archbishop's spiritual protection and all that. So why can't preachers preach about their Christ, their Bible, and leave other sects to do their own thing?
We are free to express ourselves in the way we see things and understand things, as much as it isn't illegal, or as much as it doesn't defame anyone's character.
So where your freedom starts, that's where somebody's
if Nogokpo is saying that we should preach our Christ, we also do their thing. I understand them. But of course, Nogokpo is an open community and a deity that receives visitors from all walks of life around the globe. People patronize them from around the globe. So if they say no one should talk about your performance or your deed or whatever you are doing, I think it's not fair. Yes. That's what I think.
Rev, finally, if you are the chief, supposedly you are the chief advisor to the archbishop, what will be your advice in this trying moment?
If I were the chief advisor of the archbishop?
That's right. What will be your advice?
That's what I've said once, and I'll reiterate it again. The archbishop should have sent a delegation or a word to those people very earlier on. Now, about 9 days ago, I heard he went to explain himself from his pulpit.
That's right.
Your pulpit does not directly address the people who are offended or aggrieved.
Okay.
And so that's not a direct response.
So that was not the right platform to have.
That was not the right platform or the right forum to address the people.
Okay.
You should have sent them a letter, send them a notice, send them a delegation, whichever way you want to address the people. I believe there are people in his church who even come from Nogokpo. So to reach Nogokpo people is not a big deal. If you can send me, I'll go.
Wow. Rev, your advice to the Christian fraternity, especially the Archbishop and Perez Chapo and then the Nogokpo chiefs and people.
Yeah. I would advise that when Christians are sharing their testimonies or telling about the good deeds of God, we need a little bit of knowledge, information, or research to be able to mention exactly what the capacities of the demons we are talking about are. If Nogokpo people are saying they are not the demonic headquarters of Volta region, perhaps they are not. And so for him to say that maybe in his own definition or classification of the powers he has encountered there, it's out of place. So Christians, if you want to describe satanic, will describe it in its real perspective, or otherwise just say this. I mean, you encountered the devil or something, or the satanic activity or satanic attack. I think the rank he gave them, that they are the demonic headquarters in the Volta region, I think that is what offended them. Maybe they are not the headquarters, so they don't want to own up to that. Yeah.
All right, Rev, thank you very much. We are so
Thank
grateful.
you very much, sir.
God bless you.
My greetings to all your listeners.
Thank you, sir.
Have a great day.
You too. All right, Reverend Hilton Yao Mensah. He is a man of God, Reverend Minister of God, who has been pastoring for over 30-something years, speaking to the issue. Nogokpo is the demonic headquarters of the Volta region. We'll go for a short break. When we are back, we'll do justice to the rest of the stories on the table.
Asampayetia Obayansa fusu wo munibia wankana asam Zema futu sam kakre wa supeme Yo kofi Oman ya woman Omani ya memana Genyi baby ako Wachaza zaya wareni Wonsom wanyinyi pa Asadipa wofyoye Demo yemberaye ebe ya ifiyana Omaya umano Omaya memana Adiwaye nora Nyamichata Nyamana renya Wanso wanyinyipa Sawaya wanabe Demo yemberaye ebe ya ifiyana Wanso wanyinyipa Nazadepa ofyoyo Kamo yemberaye ebe ya ifiyana Amabe ya ifiyana Amabeyo Asite be ya ifiyana Oh Amabe ya ifiyana Yana Kamo yemberaye ebe ya Obra you are abo Amabe Simpawa yes na winya. Yamishira, Mamani Paya Zefua, Enyanum. Yafanya Misroya, Jumana Yami Besrayan, Obraya Boya, Amoya Muraye, Abeya, Efianara, Amabeya, Efianara, Ejanoma Popo, Asitrebeya, Efianara, Amabeya, Efianara, Adiche, Amoya Muraye.
All right, on my be ye feminu me and Mpɔtam morning show near bre abo 8 o'clock sima dionum enum sima dionum that is 8:55 ewo Papa Law radio ha. Yes, stream it live or www.modernghana.com, onlineradiobox.com. I want you to hit the share button, share the broadcast. We are having a good discussion about the Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare and the Nogokpo chiefs, the controversy that has arisen between these two parties, and we are trying our possible best to mend the broken bridges. We've spoken to two reverend ministers who have, shared their view on this particular. And I've realized that they are all talking about peace. David Santos,
Attorney General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is all that we want. We want peace in the country, and so it's good that each and every one.
Peace without sorry.
Yeah.
Or remorse.
Yeah.
Is meaningless, and that's my view.
Of course. And
so I think, remember I asked Reverend Asare that when you say if I have offended you, it means you have not shown remorse.
That is where
you will say, say what's in my form to, translate it in
yes.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
So what's in my form me sorry. Those ones are suspicious sorries.
Yes. So Attorney, I was coming to that point that the apology from Bishop is not accurate because I know you are good when it comes to English. When you say if, it means clause. Yes, it means you have not agreed to the fact that the statement you made is wrong. You are telling them that if they think what you said is wrong,
so
then
in your view,
yes,
you don't see anything wrong.
You don't see anything
from
wrong.
Where you sit and the spectacle you are wearing, you don't see anything wrong.
So
that's a good observation.
Yes, so we should agree to the fact that Bishop did not agree to the fact that the statement he made is wrong, because the statement he's also giving out is that if and if means
condition.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we should.
When you compare the two, you compare and contrast. Remember, in March 2021, another revered Reverend Minister, Reverend Isu Danaba of Isu Danaba Ministries, also made a very profound statement about dog eaters. Those who eat dog, see the way they talk, their ways, the way they walk, the way they think, and all that.
Exactly.
And these people were peeved. They were offended.
Yeah.
And he did not come to take sides. All he said was, yes, if he said, my statement is not to denigrate these people or anybody who eats. I'm a frafra person. I know it's a delicacy to our people or for our people. So I won't do anything to offend them. And I could have said it better. I like the the concluding verse. I like that portion.
I could have said it better.
Yeah.
That is
and
correct.
Then you can add your apology.
That is it. So here,
that's right.
The ending here shows that he agrees that the statement he made about that is wrong.
So let's look at the Nogokpo summoning or giving a 14-day ultimatum to the Archbishop to appear before them.
Yeah.
Is it not too threatening? If you don't come, we'll use him as a scapegoat. If he doesn't come, we'll show him who controls the cosmic power and the likes. Reverend Hilton, the one we just spoke to, is alluding to the fact that he's also heard in the news that the aircraft had an issue in the air.
Yeah.
And that might be a coincidence.
Of course.
He doesn't want to believe that it's the angered Nogokpo elders who are behind it, because already they've issued out a stern warning and a caution to the Archbishop that, hey, if you think you are powerful and you appear, we'll see who controls the cosmic. Your take on that?
Okay, Attorney, let's come back to when you have issue with court. If court is giving you date to appear, it's either a week or two.
Well, it depends on the court, the jurisdiction of the court.
Yes. So I think 14 days is enough. Is 2 weeks. So Bishop can do something about it. I don't know where he traveled to, but he can do something about it. So I don't see him them saying that they have given him 14 days to appear before them as a threat. Or yes, because even if court is giving you date to appear before them, it's not going to be 3 months or 6 months. And also, Attorney, we should agree to the fact that Bishop traveled to a lot of countries. He made mention of India or and other stuff. Nothing happens to him. So he made mention of Nogokpo, and now
he even spoke about Izima.
Okay, Izima.
He spoke about India. He spoke about Nogokpo. But the rest have not come out to say, hey,
yet.
Why do you say this and that?
Okay. Now we are seeing some implications. Okay. Now Bishop is traveling, and we got the information that the aircraft is having an issue. It's not a joke, because they have given a warning. The warning came before this thing is happening. So
you believe that the angered elders caused this?
Yes. So I like the fact that
you don't think it's a natural. I mean, the Reverend Minister said.
Reverend Hilton said yes, technical issue. No, let's not go there.
So you want to believe it's spiritual?
Oh, you and I know better that these people, we know what goes on there, right? And so
spiritual things are real. Life is spiritual.
That is it. So Bishop shouldn't take it lightly. I like the fact that he's calling for fast. Yes.
No, the church has actually declared a week-long prayer and fasting to back him.
But he is the
head pastor. He's not around.
So before this general fasting will come in. Yes, he has to. So he has the spiritual eye. He has also seen that where the thing is going to be different in us. And so I don't like the fact that he has to go himself to appear before the chiefs. But as Reverend Hilton said, he can send a rep to them. But Attorney,
yes, sir,
I don't also see anything wrong with him appearing to the chief. I don't see anything wrong, because Bishop is not going to the shrine. It's like you are going to meet Otumfuo. You said something which is wrong, and you are going to meet Otumfuo. Going to Otumfuo, is it wrong? No, it's not wrong. Attorney, it's not wrong. going to Otumfuo to, it's not wrong because I don't believe he's going to the shrine to go and apologize to the gods. Because the people that are looking for him are the chiefs and the elders. The same thing applies to when maybe Otumfuo is calling you to appear before them. It's going to probably be at the palace with the elders. So is that also wrong? That is a question that I'm also asking. I don't see anything wrong with that.
People are comparing Otumfuo summoning anybody.
Okay.
And the Nogokpo comparing. When Otumfuo summon, you dare not say Yungo.
Okay.
Why do we revere one traditional or paramountcy ahead of the others?
Okay, you also have a point there.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes, but that also depends on the value of the culture.
That's right.
Yes, because if you look at the Asantehene, the culture, how they value it, it has become so
a whole
big.
kingdom.
Yes, to the extent that even not only Ghanaians respect that kingdom, but outside the country.
Nogokpo also has their own way of doing things.
Okay, I agree to that.
You can't overlook one.
No, I'm not overlooking. They can agree to the fact that if you are comparing kinship, okay.
All right, so hold your breather. Let me go on the phone and speak with Mr. Obriyeboah of the MPP. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
Grace of God is sufficient.
We thank God. How's the family?
Grace has found us. Okay.
We bless God. Welcome to Papalo Radio. We would like to ask you about the Assin North election.
Okay.
How is preparation so far from the MPP's front?
We are on it. In fact, others have moved earlier. I'll be moving probably by next week, God willing.
Okay. So let's look at the Assin North. The Parliament of Ghana wrote to the EC indicating that the seat, the Assin North seat, had been declared vacant, and so there must be a by-election. Now, this same candidate of the NDC, Honorable Jachi Kwesen, has declared his intent or his intention to come again to be voted for. Your take on that one?
Yeah, good morning and good morning to everyone listening to us. It's refreshing. I mean, it's quite sad how the man, Mr. Jachi Kwesen, is allowing his reputation and his life to be, to be cajoled by the NDC. I don't know why when he goes to Parliament, or if he doesn't go to Parliament, what will happen to him? You have gone. You see, it has happened before. It happened to an NDC, an MPP member of Parliament, and in the same way, the NDC took the case to court, and they took the seat from us.
That is Abusa Kandi's case.
Abusa Kandi was taken to jail, and then the seat was taken over by Mahama Yaga.
That's right.
And so, what is the difference? I mean, they just, I don't know what, but the Jachi should be advised. He should be advised. You see, politics is not only about going to Parliament. You can serve your party or your country in so many ways. The way he's going about things is quite sad. If he has kids, I'm told he's 71 years. If he has kids, the kids should advise him. They can't joke with his life like that. You see, we have precedents. We have precedents, and once the court has ruled that he should be, his name should be expunged from Parliament, he should tell you where it is going. The court has decided that your name should be expunged. You still want to insist as if you are rubbishing the court. You go ahead. I mean, where would they will look to see if that is what he wants? He will get it.
Honorable, the NDC is of the view that comparing the case of Abusa Kandi vis-a-vis Honorable Jachi Kwesen's issue, he never renounced his allegiance and nationality or citizenship to the country at the time. But Jachi Kwesi was in the process. But
my brother,
yes, sir.
You see, what we are talking about is not about somebody renouncing and somebody is not renounced. What we are saying is that before the declaration forms was given to any of them, both Adamu Sakande and Jachi Kwesi, the declaration form was given to them. Are you a citizen of Ghana? You said yes. Did they apply to the both of them? They all said yes. When they all knew that they had, if you apply for a visa, if you apply for a visa to travel, it doesn't give you the automatic mandate to go to the plane and say that I have applied, so I have come. Let me travel. Even in divorce, when you marry somebody and you want to divorce a person, the fact that you have applied or your case is in court, one, the court has not determined. The fact that you have applied a loan doesn't allow you to marry again. If you like, tell your wife that, oh, your wedded wife, I'm leaving you. I've applied for divorce at the court. The court has not determined it. And so you are going ahead to go and marry again. See whether you will not be sued. The fact that you applied for something, and you have not gotten the certificate. You see, every country and how this renunciation works. That is how come the woman at Côte d'Ivoire, the one at tomorrow, her case was different. Canada's own is different. When you apply for renunciation, you must get a certificate that tells you that. You see, the NDC, as I'm saying that, the NDC, they are joking with a man's life. According to Olusegun Jacobs, this same man was disqualified way some time back. And they are talking him as if they are using him as a scapegoat kind of. You understand?
Yes,
but for we don't mind. They can bring the man 1 million times. The seat, we will take it. It has been our seat, and we will take the seat back. They should back it anyone.
Honorable Brouhaha lost it to Jachi Kwesi. So what is your
we knew the problem with Honorable Brouhaha. She had a problem. That's how come we lost that seat. That seat traditionally has always been ours. The presidential, we won the presidential. Jachi Kwesi won the parliamentary for a reason.
So, Honorable, basically, you are bringing in a new candidate altogether.
We are going on primaries on Wednesday.
Okay.
The NDC, they are trying to be smart, but we are smarter. The candidate that is elected, in fact, is winnable. The one that is going to win the seat for us is the one they are quickly saying that.
Yes, I was about asking you. Yes, you are inserting an unqualified candidate's name into the EC's register, but the EC has also rebutted. They've also sending them.
That is why I'm saying that the NDC, they are not smart enough. They are not smart. Their actions, you see how jittery they are. They are afraid that guy will win the seat for us. He has been with people. He's been helping them, giving people loans, helping the women and other things at the place. So they are scared. So they are doing everything possible for the guy to withdraw. And you see, it is not funny. The same NDC who are complaining about the guy not qualified, they allowed their a sitting MP at Obom Domiabra. She left the place and came to contest at Ayasa Central. Asked them whether at the time she was coming from Obom Domiabra to Ayasa Central, was she a registered voter at Ayasa Central? Ask them that question. She, a sitting MP, this one is not like a sitting MP. She left her constituency where she is a sitting MP.
Decided to go and test in another constituency.
Another constituency where she's not a registered voter there. Why didn't they allow her? How did they disqualify her? So when it suits them, it's good. They shouldn't bring themselves. They will be exposed. And they are always there.
Okay, so far, this government or your government have initiated a total of 112 physical infrastructure for the people of Asin North. 81 completed with 31 ongoing. Education, 15, 6 ongoing and 9 completed. Health, 8, 3 ongoing, 5 completed. Sanitation, 12, 5 ongoing, 7 completed. Market, 7, 3 ongoing, 4 completed. Roads, 17, 8 ongoing, 9 completed. Water, 27, that is 1 ongoing, 26 completed. Administrative block, 1 completed. Residential, 2 ongoing. Security, 1 completed. Social and recreational facilities, 8, 3 ongoing, 5 completed. Rural telephony, 9 completed. Electricity extension, 3 completed. So long before the announcement of this by-election, these projects have been executed and ongoing in the area. With the announcement of a by-election, the ongoing project will be continued and to be executed. Why the rush to, so to speak, to build even at night?
My brother.
Yes, sir.
You come from family, right?
Yes, sir.
When there's a funeral in your house, or there's an emergency in your house, what do you do? Do you leave the house?
No.
As it is?
No.
What do you do?
You have to put the place in order.
In fact, a friend's father died last week. When I went there yesterday, I saw that their wall has been broken down to the defense wall. They are now redoing it again, painting the whole place again. I asked them, how come you didn't do this one when the daddy was alive? You understand?
Yes, sir.
When issue comes home, we put the place in order. That is our traditional settings. And so it is normal for us to put ourselves in order because there's a new king coming there. So whatever it is, they need development. We've taken some there, and that should be enough. The people, you see, I think now people should ask themselves. You are voting for Jesse Christian in opposition, where a government has a candidate that can all easily lobby things for you. Why do you go and vote for a candidate who has to lobby through somebody? Meanwhile, you are this situation is like living in the house with your father and your how do you call it? Somebody you are going to adopt. If I have to go to my father, I go to my father direct. This one has to go through somebody to me.
No.
So if you have actually not voting, and we have a father figure in the MPP, who the candidate who wins there, who can go and lobby for development, why vote for the Jesse again? A candidate who potentially can go to jail again. So it is for them. But I believe they are wise enough to make a good decision. Because at least they have to make sure that they send a signal out there that when you work hard, you are rewarded. The candidate we are bringing has been with them. Has worked with them, so there's no need bringing an opposition. I mean, who does that? A government is in power. We are going to vote where you are capable of getting more development at your place. Why go for an opposition? I mean, unless you don't want development. If you want development, vote for somebody who belongs to the ruling party. They can continue enjoying the development that is going on.
Honorable, the president declared emphatically at Kumawu for I think about 2 weeks ago during your Mammoth rally that the winning starts from Kumawu. 2024 election, the winning starts from Kumawu. You've won the Kumawu seat. Congratulations. Are you sure you are going to win the Asare North seat? And if you should peradventure, if you should win this, is it a way to win the 2024 election or a message to your brothers on the other side that, hey, we have done it again and 2024 is a done deal?
You see, the truth of the matter is that you don't go to any election and be too complacent. You understand?
That's right.
Even when you are going with the class 1 people, you should be mindful of what to say and what to because you don't talk as if the people are like some snails that you can pick them anytime you want. We are sure and we are convinced that we will win the seat. But we don't want to be too complacent, be talking as if the people don't know what they are about. We are going to win the seat, mark it anyway. But this one, much as we are going to win, also put a lot of burden on us to work extra hard because we understand that this COVID and other things worried us, and so it brought us back a little. But we are still building, making things work the way it has to. So the Ghanaians will see the need for us to retain as a power. So for us, we are not going to say that everything is rosy and we are going to win and all that. Yes, we will win.
That's right.
But we can't win without working hard. We have to work extra hard to continue to gain the confidence of the Ghanaian people and to also make sure that whatever we say we are doing or we do for them, we've done the majority of them for them to be happy. So it's not going to be as easy as we say. Yes, we have been in power for 8 years. It's not easy when you're going for 12 years, but it hasn't happened before. That's how come we are determined to break the 8. But in breaking the 8, we're not going to be complacent. We're not going to say that it's going to be rosy, it's going to be easy and all that. No. We are mindful of where we have come from. We respect the Ghanaian people. And so we know that it will be determinant on the job we're going to do and we have done. We've done so much. A lot needs to be done as well, yes. But we know that if they give us the opportunity again, we'll do a lot more for them. So we're not going to sit down there and then pontificate as if we've turned Ghana into America all of a sudden.
That's right.
But we believe that we've worked enough to merit our voting for us again. And so the Ghanaian people understand us. We are with them, they are with us. And so we trust their judgment. But our belief is that what we have done is enough to warrant our stay in government again. And so we are pleading with them. We are believing that they will help us to sit in government. We will continue to work for them again. Yeah.
Honorable, the president keeps saying, I will hand over power to the next MPP government. Let's do a roll call. I want to profile your candidate, your flag bearership candidate, hopefuls who have picked their form so far. Honorable Alan Kojo Martin, Dr. Koto say, Honorable Kwabena Eje Japan.
No. Please, it's not Akoto, it's a free Akoto.
Okay, a free
Akoto.
That's right. Sorry, thanks for the correction. Honorable free Akoto. Yes. All right, so thank you for the correction. Honorable Kwabena J. Japan, His Excellency Dr. Bawumia, Honorable Boache Jakon, Honorable Francis Adainimo, Dr. Kofi Praku, Mr. Kojo Poku, and Honorable Kennedy Japan, and finally Honorable Jogate. Can you profile all these men? What can you say significantly about these gentlemen?
Thank you very much. This man, in fact, what I can say in some way, what I can say for short is that any of these candidates can beat John Mahama.
Honorable, you are too confident, though.
Either any of these candidates can beat John Mahama. That's what I can say.
Wow. So the MPP is sure of these men winning power in 2024.
No, it should tell you that we are as a party. We have the men. We are good men enough to contest in NDC. If they have men like we have in MPP, do you think Mahama would have come back?
That's
somebody on pension enjoying all his gratuity, coming back because according to him, there's no money in NDC enough to win the manpower. That's according to expert Mahama. So he's told you that. According to he does that in NDC, they don't have men enough to win power unless he comes back. So he has a magic wand to win that power again. So we are waiting.
Honorable, I like the fact that the elders of your party keep meeting all these gentlemen in their quest to be decorous when it comes to their campaign and all that. I think it's in the right direction, but are they going to pay heed to all these advice?
Well, they have to, because you see, many of the things that was said about Nanado during last visit with with President Mills. A lot of things that was said about Nanado were things that were said during the primaries.
That's right.
And so the NDC hunched on it, and then they were using them against us. That's how come our elders are being proactive this time. The party belongs to all of us. I have somebody I support, but I cannot go on stand anywhere and be delegating the other candidates, because even when my candidate wins, I need the rest to come on board to help.
That's right.
Even if we see the people voting on the grounds are more than 200,000.
That's right.
If any of them gets even 10,000 or even 1,000 votes, you need all those 1,000 votes to come on board.
Wow.
And so we are mindful of the things we say and the things we do, because
200,000. Wow.
So if we are not careful, the things we say are what the NDC will use against us. And after you said, you see, the painful aspect is that you have said something that will play back at you to respond.
That's right.
Because you said those things during the primaries. And then your own voice will play at you to respond. That's where you see that you will found wanting.
That's right.
You understand? So, as a wise and as a wise person, you should be mindful what you say and what you do, so that at least your words will play back at you for you to fumble it. Yes. So it's a lesson to all of us. We should be mindful and should be careful as to what we say and what we do, so that it doesn't come back to hurt us.
Honorable, finally, we can't talk about the MPP and not talk about the NDC, because they are the closest opponent in your quest to gain or regain power in 2024. These are 16 major promises made so far by the opposition's largest opposition party, the NDC's flag bearer, that is His Excellency former President John Dramani Mahama. He said, 1, the next NDC government will appoint only 60 ministers. Licenses of collapsed banks will be restored. Investigate the perpetrators of Ahmed Swali's death. Investigate the Al Jazeera gold smuggling and Professor Boateng's Galamsey scandal. The next NDC government will fight corruption with robust measures, restoring of stability and bringing investor confidence back in the Ghanaian economy. Ghana not to suffer deadly debt crisis. Creation of jobs for the teeming unemployed youth. Establishment of Governance Advisory Council, which includes religious leaders, civil society organizations, and traditional leaders. Completion of abandoned state projects. Abolishing ex gratia. Review of the Ghana's constitution, allowing and equipping anti-corruption state institutions to work without. The Ghanaian media will be given a conducive environment to work. And finally, those whose deposit have been locked up with the license collapse fund management companies will be paid within 1 year. Honorable, is these promises feasible, or a political talk or a political cliche?
I believe even you who read it don't believe it. I believe so. Even you who read it don't believe it. You see, let's go this way. His Excellency John Mahama said that he will cancel ex gratia. And then I asked myself, does he understand what ex gratia is?
I think he does.
I don't even get it. Desperation makes you do things that you don't even think about. These are people who are, you see, somebody is a parliamentarian. Much as salaries are increased every year for how do you call it, for government workers and other stuff. These guys don't earn any salary increment. So by the end of the 4 years, they accumulate all the increment that you're supposed to get and give it to you.
Yes, I remember.
And so, is he saying that when he comes, the MPs and the other Article 71 office holders will not get any salary increment or what? If you increase the salary for them, it is like paying robbing Peter to pay Paul. If you increase the salary, they are taking the salary every month. It's the same thing like giving them ex gratia. Because when you come, their salaries will be increased. So instead of giving them accumulated after the 4 years, you give them every month. It's the same thing. Again, he says that he's going to appoint 66 ministers. When we had only 10 regions, he appointed 86 ministers. When we had only 10 regions. So what is the guarantee that this man, you believe him? Somebody you are saying that you want to decrease the ministers. You say you're going to form an advisory council.
Yes.
Which you give them stipends. So you back to square one. Again, this man says that he's going to investigate whatever.
Ameswali's death.
Ameswali corruption.
That's right.
And tell him that when he comes back, he's investigate Fene Country. Fene Country died during his term as a president. Fene was this guy's manager.
Budo.
Yes. Budo was accused. Yeah. All human beings are important. During his time, Fennec died. Fennec was murdered in his own house. And then, whilst investigating corruption cases, he forgot himself. He should tell us that he will investigate the Airbus. The Airbus scandal. That's a course in investigation. He should tell us. He will investigate that one as well. That's what I'm saying, that President Mahama, we know him. He has made our work easier for us as FDC.
You sure?
Because, I'm telling you, there's a saying in English that for those the God wants to kill, he first makes them mad. We are thankful to God that Mahama came. Because if they had brought just anybody, whatever the person says, you believe him because he has not been there before. Any of the people we are bringing as FDC, none of them has been a president before. In Ghana, we run executive presidency.
That's right.
Mahama has been there for 4 years, 6 months as president.
He was a caretaker for 6 months and then.
Of course, 6 months and then 4 years. So we are going to the game will be very interesting moving forward. He has been the president before, so when he speaks as an ex-president. Anybody from the NPP who comes speaks as a new person. Whether you are in government or not, in Ghana we run executive presidency. When it was Operata who said that I won't go to IMF, didn't he say that?
Yes.
Why is he in IMF now? Because the president says that go to IMF. The presidency or the government belongs to him. President AKUFO says that I won't do HIPIC. He said he will go to HIPIC. His ministers were fighting him. I don't know, he owns the government. He said, I'm going to HIPIC. And they went.
That's right.
So in Ghana, it is the president who holds the key. When he says, I am going here, no one can say.
That reminds me of what the Council of State, what it stands for. They can advise the president, but he can decide not to.
So anybody coming from the NPP, you can say whatever you want. They are all advisory. The president has the final say. Whatever he wants is what he does. And so, as President Mahama has been there for 4 years and 6 months, he will come and tell us what has changed. What is it that he's bringing on board that he couldn't do it in 4.5 years?
I remember vividly he made a statement that he is coming to correct the mistakes he made.
Ghana is not a correction fluid. Ghana is not a correction fluid. We don't give people a chance to come and correct their mistakes.
Honorable, your final words. All right, we lost Honorable Obriyeboa of the MPP. In fact, his final word was so sharp, but let's see how he goes. I think he has spoken to the issue. I'll go for a break, and when I'm back, David Santos will do justice to this. 31 minutes on top of the hour, 9 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papalo Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com online. Honorable, welcome back. We lost you.
Yeah, you lost me, yeah.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, so I am saying that Mahama is interesting. I mean, for him on board, it's good news. I mean, we have a lot of his tapes and that. So during his time, the ministers were telling us to go and fetch stones and cut them as quick. We'll be able to get jobs. So then we'll see. It's an interesting days ahead, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Wow. Honorable, your final words.
I want to thank you so much for the opportunity. We are working extra hard. Win as enough, and it's going to be very interesting and very, very heartwarming. And we will deliver the seat to the good people of Ghana and the people of Asenov. We will make sure we win that seat, and then whatever it is that we have to win the main election as well, we're going to do our best. And so Ghanaians should bear with us. We know the kind of love they have for the NPP over the years, and we will do our best for them as well. We'll make sure that the few years ahead of us, we'll do what we have to do to make sure that the Ghanaian who voted for us will have his place in the house of A. So we thank them so much for the opportunity to rule over them. We thank them so much. They should continue to trust us, and then we'll do the needful in due course. Thank you so much.
Honorable, a quick one. My producer asked me to ask this one. Your constituency is one of the biggest or largest constituency in Ghana, Kwabenya. What are you putting in place to retain that seat?
Oh, but about this one, we are the kingmakers here. So at the right time, you will see what we do. At the right time, about this place, it's our stronghold. We only have to maximize the votes. So we only have to wait and make sure that we'll do the needful. So at the right time, you hear of us.
All right, Honorable. Thank you so much. Thank you for speaking with us.
My pleasure.
All right, Honorable Obri Yeboah. David Santos.
Attorney General. Ghana is not a collection fluid.
Ghana is not a correction fluid.
Yeah.
Hey, politician.
This is a bus.
What's it?
We are afraid of bus when you are rapping. Yeah.
You're afraid to be bus or?
Yes.
As all the rappers now, they will do justice to it. I say, me say President Mahama ba na mistakes are because what kind what happen or see mistakes be why ye twemu no or per se yes out to abamano.
Yeah.
No mu a new Mahama. And na Honorable Obri Yeboah say Ghana nye correction fluid.
Watch lo. Unti pipa. Ignoze we pipa be say name be.
My God. Mami ko break eba yebeto aso. Mpɔtam morning show with Papa Law Perfect is 35 minutes on top of the hour 9 a.m. GMT in the studios of Papa Law Radio. We're streaming live on www.modernghana.com onlineradiobox.com. I want you to hit the share button, share the broadcast on your page, on your timeline, send the link to your friends. It's a beautiful Monday. And before I go on a break, we have the newspapers here. Today we have not been able to go through. We had a lot on the table. We were looking at those who are trending more. And the trending issue is Archbishop Charles Agyin-Asare's issue. And we've done justice to that. So I'm taking the Daily Dispatch. The Daily Dispatch. It is unconstitutional for chief to endorse political parties. I like this story. Political parties and their candidates. Supreme Court says so. Supreme Court had passed a judgment. Now our chiefs is in the constitution, yet they were abusing it because you are father of all. The community, you are the father. So as a chief, if you declare your stance that you are with the MPP, how can I come to you when I know I'm an NDC person? So you create apathy and enmity amongst your constituents or subject or your people. So I like this ruling. It is unconstitutional for chiefs to endorse political parties and their candidates, yes, including pastors. I'm praying that somebody will take this issue about pastors too. There are pastors who are like, me the Michelle Koma MPP, Michelle Koma NDC. That nonsense must stop. You prophesy for the nation.
Yeah.
If God says it's A, just say it, but don't declare your stand. All right, so Chairman AKUFO-ADDO's daughter and 8 others endorsed Baumia's forms in Ashanti region. But I saw a rejoinder, but by the former president AKUFO-ADDO's daughter indicating that she had not done anything of a sort. NPA, that is National Petroleum Authority, closes down 4 fuel stations in Western region. Ohene, enye we ne hia o. Enye we ne hia. Ono ana me pene dada. Mi refini di the okosu o TV so say Ghana ye basa MPP first no kasama Nanado. No ye spokesperson ma Nanado. Minyani dia okra Muslim name I will get it. Defense Minister cast sought for construction of 9 military projects. Oh wow, this man has really done well. So far, he's been the Minister of Defense for almost 6 years now, and he's doing very, very, very well. That's so I like that. I think we are in the right direction, and I believe strongly that this will encourage our military men to do more. They will do more for God and country. I like the fact that people keep saying for God and country, yet they are doing it for themselves. Yes, Mustafa Hamid na yedena koto MPs. It's on your board chair. Okay, so be suo TV. And I'm sure I don't like the way the state is going. God save Ghana, inshallah. That was prior to 2016 elections. Inshallah. It has inshallah. The MPP will win power, and inshallah will change Ghana. Mustafa Hamid, Ghana assessana. Bibisa straight bullet. To Asomame for the publisher, the new publisher.
Okay, on the front page of the new publisher, it says SHS2 lover girl killed, police chains suspect boyfriend. Now
na mukumo man na mo say adwane. Awudisem. Me muntie memma no muntie. Including one timachi, one timanim, one woman left, one woman right, north, south, east and west obiantie. Oba fa wachi, bemma fa wachi on to me jai. Simple as ABC.
And one no.
Ahu hia. They say reporter idano ye ko hu say oba bia yida na yisui ne DP sui na sentokwa ba omontem a enye no ansa obeja
no.
That's all.
Why jai no?
E was all ne ku.
David.
On pena ye den. Jano no onko.
Oh.
Odo mefa me so nko din. What is anyo ne da? Akosi Japan me feel one of my favorite musicians.
Oh, okay.
At the age of 50 something, still vibrant, strong.
No.
I'm telling you. On pena jano. I was school girls, so ya go break, go fear.
Oh, uko hoko ye.
Oko tafrement.
Oh.
Ose.
Usi.
Or maybe yeni SS2 18 years. What fi school?
Ya ma kwan.
Quiet tafrement.
Na tafrement any.
Some ha.
Eva.
Some ha.
Say ya wo body
up and down. Oh, up and down.
Uzi.
Me so sharp and down. Okay, boogie jiggy.
Okay.
Boogie.
Ebia akwanu.
Now here, Baba
18 years old. 18 years.
And then Kolana ban.
Oko ye den.
Share. Tafrement no. Tie. Me say obi wo wiase. Wiase aye wo yi. Obo ba ho ka. Me de emma bum kwase nyame hu ma ne mobo. Ena mo memma so mu bum ma ne kwase ade nyame hu mo mobo.
Okay.
Me de me mo bi adi. But obu oba bi kwase atie me. Jai se hunu no. Ena wo ye oba nso na obu bema bi kwase. Onim baba na emeka yi. Emi so titis kama.
Oh titis.
Me so be hwehwe mu ana bi kro na etua. Hwe me na me nwie me course ni bio.
Ebia ni.
Awura na ye so tie enyiresi eben. Ye enyinam ho no.
Oh.
Ye bunso enyiresi ya kan se enyinam esesa so. Na wo ya si kofia breaker o se me de da bi
ateni oba no ni ho fe pa ba
boy na anya ade
onya de
oku ni so awadwane
because who you get we are our future power. Ni mo fe pa, ni mo fe.
Waka mfoka ke to aso.
Oh,
aye to aso.
Aye fe die.
Me se to aso.
Okay, Mate. Okay. Also we have Nogokpo run after Agyin-Asare leave for America.
Wow, said on my twist the story.
Ozi.
Na onim said we book programs dada. Our missionary trip dada. Me wa down for US our catch them so back.
Okay.
I'm a Ghana for ibi kura kobi. Inti enye Nogokpo no summons inti ne we 2.5 Ghana. But ya ma ko yese.
The writers.
Coincidence. Yes, we monam we makaki to be na play it to perform. Cosmic powers in NASA. I shall see there in twas well.
Okay, then we also have Osla urges Africa leaders to address disaster warning. And was an NPA size 181
seizes almost
seizes 181,000 liters of crude oil. Diesel yes.
I wish they give it to me, Charlie.
They should give it to you.
And easy. I say you rob or you give it to Peter.
Peter.
Politician, dear no money will cream. MP one a fool no. Omoto. Obio Yejuma or Otto. Penya Ibonidi, Mustafa Hamidi, Otto. Onto. Your money sent to what transfers so a man is sitting at allowance.
Hey!
You see, politician table ne 10 year normal voice assessor.
I tell you this one the
yeah.
And Sami I will get a sport court for
Kuapimai.
Yeah.
I don't know if you Kuapini pa ofifie pe.
Oh Sami
yes, ofifie pe.
Oh okay.
Okoni school nyina okofodia.
Wow.
Mini papa.
Oh okay.
Na seat ne kro opeso okogina. Na oji city back or my MPP. Sa city na yomo the other da. We said those areas no.
And the
typical
MPP one. Yeah, so these are the stories on the front page of the new publisher.
All right. So let me take the Supreme newspaper. Afa Ashanti region takes the lead in endorsing Bawumia's nomination forms. And look at the new news. Bawumia memmo bia enunu ho na nsere. Ashanti region hono jai de wo kire no no mo ntoma wonne entoma wo kire you may win.
Yeah,
everybody is said omo aka no obi abetuma win.
Yeah,
what you say Mamemfa Honorable Razak na
okay
menene ntwetwe nkomo emfa NDC and some of my reason concerning the Asin North. Honorable, good morning.
Good morning, Apostle.
How you doing?
Vice versa.
Welcome to Papalo Radio and Mpɔtam Morning Show. Honorable, a quick one. Our time is fast spent. I was calling you earlier on to take your view concerning the Asin North election. You raised an issue of an qualified candidate being transported into the register by the EC. The EC has also written a rejoinder to counter what the accusations you guys raised. What can you tell us?
Thank you, Apostle.
Yes, sir.
Let me use this opportunity to greet your listeners this morning. And to start with Asin North, the good people of Asin North, let me say good morning to all of them this morning. And to also say the NDC is very poised. We are very ready. And we are going to retain that seat by the grace of Almighty God.
Honorable, okay, yes. Please go ahead.
The issue about the importation of an unqualified candidate.
That's right.
Yes, it's very true. You see, we live in a very small world, in a very small country, such that whatever that goes around comes around. And like I always say, we know ourselves. We know where you stay, you know where I stay, they know where you stay, they also know where I stay. And we know our each other's movement.
That's right.
The candidate in question is somewhere in Takwa. Then it is a sinister moves or sinister agenda to be able to get him roped into the Asin North constituency.
Honorable, sorry to cut in. The MPP is also raising an assertion that you gave the opportunity to one of your candidates to move from one constituency.
Transfer.
That's right. But she lost, right?
Yeah, she lost.
That's right.
So that's the only candidate. And even in a case, it's within Greater Accra here.
Okay.
It's not as if from any region. It's Greater Accra, but just that it's in another constituency, that's Obom Domiabra. And she lost the primary. So in effect, it means that her vote will still remain at Obom Domiabra unless she decides to say she would want to transfer her vote. Still, she would want to transfer her vote within the Ayawaso Center. Other than that, she has lost, and there's no way she's going to contest anything in that constituency. Apart from her, or apart from that, there's no any other such case within the NDC party. And in this case, the election was still in Okwetapwa.
Okay.
All over, and that's where he voted, and that is where we speak.
So he doesn't have any allegiance or relationship with the constituency in question.
Absolutely no.
Okay.
And besides, it is not time for even voter transfer in the first place.
Okay.
And the EC has not even done any provision to that effect. Assuming the upcoming assembly election, district assembly election unit committee.
I'm sure assuming without admitting.
Assuming that will be taking place before even the by-election. Then maybe we could say he could have that window opportunity.
That's right.
To be able to transfer his vote into that constituency. But here is the case, the assembly elections is going to take place somewhere in August, September, thereabout.
Okay.
And this by-election is taking place just within this very month.
That's the 27th of this month.
Yes. So how possible is he going to transfer his vote? And quite apart from that, there's no any law that gives the EC or the NPP that chance for him to be able to even transfer his vote in the first place, as it stands, until after the by-elections.
Honorable, it looks like
when has the EC and the NPP become a body together, joint, that they will determine or they will decide as to how to run the democracy of this country.
Honorable, it looks like anytime you mention MPP, you mention EC, MPP. Is there any cause for it?
The Ghanaian citizens, as we speak now, have lost hope in the EC.
That's right.
The EC, as we speak, is not a credible institution. Current packing of the EC. The EC is not credible, and the earlier the better for them to try to salvage their image. Because Apostle, I'm telling you, a time has come that the EC care is not taken. Whatever that comes out of the animals, the citizens will not trust it, and they will not believe it, and absolutely nobody will work with it. Safeguard the peace of this country. To protect the democracy that we have enjoyed, and Africa or Ghana, in other words, being the beacon of democracy in Africa. They should all remember they have families, like all of us. The fact that they have diplomatic passport doesn't mean that it's easier for them to go with their diplomatic passport. They should go and ask the other leaders, other countries who thought they could create mess and run away. What was the end result? Wherever you are in this world, it's a global village that we are today. You will be fetched wherever you find yourself. You will never get away with it. Please, we are enjoying some peace in this country.
That's right.
Despite the wahala within the economy, the EC should be seen playing its role as independent body.
That's right.
For her to be able to have some credibility, that the citizens will believe them as and when they speak or whatever that they brings out.
Okay.
Please, no is no, wrong is wrong.
Okay.
They should just get it. The laws of this country does not allow and will not allow, and it has never happened. It will never happen.
Okay. Honorable, a quick one. The MPP is of the view that you guys, shivers are running through your spine. You are scared of the gentleman they are presented.
Apostle.
Yes, sir.
They can decide to go and file Baumia in Asin North. Honorable Jackie Kwesin will still win the elections. I'm telling you.
Like your confidence.
The good people of Asin North are not myopic. They are people who are level-headed. Apostle, just go to the grounds. Go into Asin North. Go to the grounds and have interaction with one-on-one interaction with the people. Why? They thought that place is Kubo. They are not how do you call it? Inward-looking people. They cherish and appreciate Honorable Jacqueshin. The little that he has been able to do prior before his election, and even after his election, what he has been able to do, and even when they were tormenting his peace and trying to maneuver, trying to subvert the will of the good people of Asin North, in order to deprive them of a gentleman in the person of Honorable Jacqueshin. The people, they are seeing, they have ears, they have eyes, and they can talk, they can speak, and they can hear, they can listen, they can see, they can watch. The NPP will be laughing at the wrong side of their teeth. I'm telling you, Asin North is not Kumu. They can decide to go and share the entire world's money in there. They will still lose. Honorable Jacqueshin will still win the elections.
All right.
And this I can assure you.
Sure. Honorable, thank you very much. We are grateful.
You're welcome.
We'll talk soon.
All right.
All right. So that was Honorable Razak Abdul Hussein. He's the NDC Secretary for Martina constituency. David Santos, you wrap it up.
Yeah, a quick one on this one. Yes. This one I'm making it quick.
That's right.
Then we go. I just want to make some corrections on Honorable Abdul.
That's right.
Delivery.
It looked like anytime Honorable Abdul speaks, it's like in a form of threat, not threat, but they should be careful. They have children. If they think they have diplomatic passport, it's not a direct, approach to be able to escape the wrath of the citizenry and all that. I don't know, but that's how I feel.
Okay. You asked a question.
So the NDC is poised to win. MPP too poised to win. It's a market we are going to win.
You were
politician.
Yes, they always have a way of doing their own thing. Attorney.
Yes, sir.
You asked a question, a very good question. That anytime Honorable is speaking, it's either they added EC to it.
That's right.
And he said
MPPND, EC, MPP, EC,
okay.
MP.
Yeah, we know that this particular EC boss is not doing well. But attorney, he said the EC is not a credible institution. No. Because the institution has its own rules.
That's right.
And we know what goes on there. If he's talking about the current EC boss, I agree with that.
That's
because the institution has nothing to do with what is going on.
An MPP had issue with her.
Yeah.
Long and short, they have to subpoena her. People, unknown faces till now. We don't know who wrote the query or the report. We don't know them till date.
No, we don't know them.
Out of that, the president, through his power, had to remove the then EC. Charlotte Osei.
Yeah.
Then
appointed
the president appointed J. Mensah.
Yeah.
And there has been a lot of issue. The NDC complaint till now. What should we do to these politicians?
Okay, so you see, I don't know why political parties are the people who are supposed to appoint EC and those kind of things.
That is where I have always been campaigning that let's have their own council to appoint them, the police council, the judiciary, and all that, so that they can be. Look at Dom Levo's case. They messed up the man. He said he's not going to press charges and all that. He just wanted to be vindicated.
Yeah.
In fact, yesterday, on a lighter note, I saw him on Facebook doing playing this Ewe song at the background, and somebody was interpreting the Ewe version, and it was all about insinuations, trying to say that you guys did your worst, but God had vindicated me.
Yes.
That's his joy, So I think we should have independent. Independent means independent institutions.
Yes.
But as it stands now, I don't think we have an independent.
No. So
because the Auditor General should be independent. Where he can follow every project of the government.
That is it.
This is where I draw the curtains on Mpɔtam Morning Show. Monday edition of Mpɔtam Morning Show. But before I take my leave, I have this great wish from Professor of Sport, Eric Mens. He's the head of sports at Papalo Radio. It's a happy, blessed birthday to my lovely daughter, Audrey. You turn 6 today. May the Almighty God bless you to become great in the future. May you be the rising star. From Eric Mens, your daddy. All right, next time we will be a audio boob man. Now, mom for Papa, man, your mama, I'm going to all right, Eric Mens, wherever you are, thank you. He was part of the crew. God bless you and keep you and protect you. Today I've taken a bit of Nana Bear's time. It's not actually her time, but their time to do their production. Gospel Arena last night. My God, I was right in the studio. I was not watching from home. This was a